My name is Kinsey. I fly helicopters and planes, so I can definitely pilot these boys. And today we have some of the OGs on the couch. We have one of the most prolific figures in the history of sports media and the man who has never lost a debate, Skip Bayless.
Yes,
We have Super Bowl champion, 5-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro cornerback, Aqib, Talib.
Yeah.
And top 5 passer in the history of the USC Trojans, and our quarterback, Cody, Kessler.
Yeah.
Woo. So as always, you guys, this episode is presented by Underdog. And if you are new to Underdog, today is the day. Get $100 in bonus entries when you play just $5 with code GRID, win or lose. Underdog isn't stopping there, though. New customers get a gimme pick. Aaron Rodgers just needs one more yard for that pick to hit, so go check it out. And you can make picks right now in most states, including Georgia, Texas, California. So go support the show, claim your bonus, and start playing today with code GRID. Suggs joining us in the show.
Hey.
So that's going to be fun. Woo! And a lot to talk about. We're going to be talking about Kansas City facing the Broncos, the Seahawks, the Bengals, so much more. But how are you boys feeling today?
By the way, this is the biggest Denver Broncos game in 10 years. And I started thinking, wait a second, that was
since them guys.
That was you.
Yeah.
Right?
It be like that sometimes, Skip.
Yeah.
But it's here now.
It's here now. 10 years. Wow. Your 2015 Super Bowl team.
Yep. That probably was they probably talking about the Super Bowl game, but if they talking about home games, probably was the AFC
Championship
Yep.
game. I believe that's what it is. So is this history repeating?
Hey, look damn similar, Skip. I'm telling you, man. It looked and feel very, very, very similar.
Well, first you got to figure out how to deal with Mahomes this side.
Could not be higher in New England. So I want to check out Vrabel and the boys in the locker room because you guys have to check this out. They are
after
on
11
fire.
games, we got 3 days off. Okay, when we got here, okay, we wanted to put a program together for you. Okay, and that's not just me and the coaching staff or the players. Okay, that's everybody in this building. Okay, so before you leave here, okay, with the treatment and the equipment and the video and everybody around us, okay, I'm thanking you for where we're at right now. Okay, we all got a long way to go, okay, and you guys are going to help us get there, okay, together. But that was the plan. Not just the players, not just the coaches, the entire program.
Woo.
All right, so Skip, is New England going to the Super Bowl?
Oh, man. Sure looks like they're going to have the 1 seed.
Yeah, agreed.
Which would give them 2 potential home games to get to said Super Bowl. I'm looking at their closing schedule. It's ranked 2nd easiest. I'm looking at the Colts' closing schedule. It's 2nd toughest. You guys, the Denver Broncos, have to deal with Mahomes twice now.
Yep.
This Sunday and then, Christmas night, I think it is. So I love their chances of having potentially the 2 home games. But I still believe, even after what I saw last night, I believe Mahomes could go in there and knock him off. I believe Josh Allen could go in there and knock him off. I believe that Danny Dimes and the Colts, Indiana Jones and the Colts could go in there and knock him off at Foxborough. I believe in that head coach that we just saw because he is in charge. And I believe in that number 1 receiver that you picked because he is cooking, man. And I believe in that number 1 corner on the other side because he just might be the best in the game, especially with Surtain down right now. And I believe in that defense against the run because they are number 1 in the NFL against the run, and I think that will carry them as far as it can carry them. I'm just not sold on this still young quarterback being battle-tested enough to beat Mahomes or Josh Allen or even Danny Dimes in a playoff game. Not enough scar tissue. I know he's playing right now with this sort of effortless calm that just stuns me to watch him because he's just in this serene bubble right now. But I'm not going to read that much into what I saw at Tampa because that defense is really flawed. And Baker doesn't have Mike Evans or Chris Godwin, Bucky Irving. Bucky Irving's out again this week against Buffalo. I'm just still not sure he's that guy. If he's Tom Brady, if he's reincarnated, they're going to go win the Super Bowl because it's set up right. He's got everything he needs to go win the Super Bowl. But I'm not buying because Vegas isn't buying because Vegas has them 11th in Super Bowl odds, 4th in the AFC in Super Bowl odds, even though they've got the clearest path. So I'm not sold yet, and even after I saw last night, it's just the Jets without Quinnen and Sauce. I just can't read that much into what I saw.
And we know you like Vegas. You gonna ride with Vegas, right, Skip?
Well, 11.
How much are they worth, though?
Who, Vegas?
Yeah, they be
just-
making money for a reason.
Yeah, they know. Skip. That's
Well,
Skip
now-
been in it for a long time. So
Now
you know who to
you're
ride with.
becoming Vegas, right?
Hey, shit, I'm something like it.
Yeah.
But I think they got a shot. I feel like you, Skip. I think they got a real legit shot because of the schedule, because of the way they play on offense, the way they play on defense, and shit. Drake Maye, he playing his ass off, man. He working that fucking pocket. He is accurate as shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the touch he put on balls, the fire he put on balls, his deep balls, man. He looked real good right now. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely have a shot, man. And Foxborough is so tough to play there. So they definitely have a shot, but
And why do you say that? Just because it gets cold?
it get cold, that wind get the gusting, and it's just an amazing atmosphere. That crowd is really into the game. The Cowboys Stadium got a huge crowd, but they got like more like a quiet.
Sit back.
It's quieter in that.
They do.
It's like a preppy kind of crowd.
Social event.
A social event.
Yeah.
Foxborough,
It's a football
they
game.
coming there to watch the fucking game. It's
Yeah.
the college type vibe.
Yep.
It get loud as shit there, and that atmosphere is crazy. But like you said, Skip, I just don't know if they can knock off the top dogs, man. I don't know if they can knock off the top dogs, even if they're at home. So I love what they doing. They look like they get better every week. Their run game is middle of the pack, but it look like it's better every week.
Oh, Travion, boy, good.
Exactly.
Oh my,
Good.
he's
But-
on fire.
I just can't pick them to go to the Super Bowl in the AFC. With all that being said, I still just don't want to pick them. Maybe because I'm feeling like Vegas, Skip. I don't know.
Okay.
It's the Vegas in me.
Yeah, you got a lot of Vegas.
I don't know
Gambling
what
man.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, those home games too in New England, man. When everyone's got the different colored ponchos on and it's cold and
It's
raining
crazy.
and wet and
Plus,
yeah,
I
man.
think those people are a little crazy.
They are.
They are
That's what they
crazy.
got.
That's how I want my football fans.
Foxborough.
I want my football fans crazy.
That's
and
all they
locked
got.
into every single home game. Yeah, I'm with both of you guys. I don't know if I can quite say they're going to the Super Bowl, but I will say they are legit Super Bowl contenders, and I agree. I think they finish in first place at the AFC at the end of the year. I really do. They're 9-2 right now. They're on an 8-game winning streak. And these last 6 games, they could potentially win all 6 of them and finish at 15-2. I really think so.
That won't be a good thing for them, I don't think.
You getting the number 1 seed?
Just winning, that'll be 14 games in a row.
Winning streak? You're saying because of
You do not want to go into the playoffs on a 14-game win streak. I
Really?
promise
Why?
you that.
Why?
Fuck
You-
no.
you got comfortable?
It's just streaks are meant to be broken. So you don't want to go into the playoffs on a 14-game win streak. It's just a.
Even if they're playing their best football when you're supposed to
I
get
don't
hot
give
in
a damn
November,
because
December, going into the
if you're playing that
playoffs?
good, you're bound to have a game where the ball just wrong tip ball pick. It's bound to happen. And if it ain't happening in 14 games,
But why would so 14? What makes you think it would happen in 15, 16, and 17 if they can't keep it up?
I'm just saying.
All right.
It's just
Hey, Denver-
not a good feeling. It's
Denver's-
like the Patriots went undefeated into the play. Pop. It's like, it's tough, man. It's tough. You want to get them late losses out, win you like 2-3 straight, start the playoffs, man. I
Okay,
feel like
so-
that's the fun.
all right.
But didn't the Chiefs last year have like a crazy streak going in?
The Chiefs, they ain't win the Super Bowl neither. They had that game where they just couldn't do shit in the chip. That game came to the Chiefs, and they just couldn't do shit.
Yeah.
Like, Kinsey just proved that point.
I feel like there's something to be said though when you're that hot and you're winning games. I don't feel like teams
They
that
still made it.
get in a rhythm like that think, man, I hope we don't lose one. I think they think we're unbeatable for good reasons and we're playing with a lot of confidence like
I
New
agree.
England is right
That's
now.
what you think, but if you're on a 14-game win streak, that means a lot of shit just went right for 14 weeks straight. It's bound to go left.
I don't know,
It's
man.
football.
I hear what
It's
you're
football.
saying, but they got a top 10 offense right now.
But it's
Drake
the shit
Maye's
that you
playing-
can't control. It's the shit that I go throw a ball, little hand, tip it up, pick. It's those
Right
kind
now,
of
man,
plays.
Drake Maye, we'll talk about it in a minute, but his pocket movement and his presence and his eye discipline and all these things, when you're doing things right, good things happen. You know that in
know
football.
that.
There's going to be a tip ball. There's going to be a drop. There might be a tip ball or a mistake or someone drops or is cold. Whatever happens, sure. But at the end of the day, if you're doing the right things consistently, then you eliminate some of those lucky breaks or unlucky breaks
Yeah, you do.
as you're calling it. And looking at their offense, they're top 10 right now. On the offensive side of the ball, Stephon Diggs is balling. He's got a really good supporting cast. I know they gave him a hard time for not going out and getting some guys around him, but Kayshon Boutte, I know he's been injured, but he should be back soon. Mac Hollins has been a steal, really, for them. He's playing some good football. Hunter Henry's a really good tight end. And then you look at the run game. I'm on board with that, too. Travion Henderson, the rookie out of Ohio State, he is playing some damn good football right now. He's going to be a good player for a long time. I really believe that.
Fans wanted to run him out of town.
And well, they did early on, but you've got to go through your lumps as a rookie, and you got to figure some things out. But
Get them touches.
as you get more touches, you get better, and you get more confidence. And now Josh McDaniels has confidence in him. He's going to give him the football. And that's why last night he has 3 touchdowns. He has 2 rushing, 1 receiving. And we're calling plays in the red zone as Josh McDaniels with Stephon Diggs on your left side, or Travion on your left and Diggs on the right, and we're doing switch formation corners and down in the red zone where our primary target is Henderson because we trust him.
And nobody covered him.
Well, you know why though, Skip, is because they had a stack on the left side.
Yep.
You see the Jets, they get up quick. They're going, hey, check, check, check. They check to a red 4, which is quarters down there. By the time they figure out what's happening, you have 2 crossers going away, taking the safety out. And the opposite safety, you put the corner in a bind. Diggs going to the flat. Henderson does a little switch release corner. That's you can tell, too, Drake Maye running off the field looking at Josh going thumbs up like, yeah, that shit worked. You cooked right there, man. That's a good play call.
It is the Jets, though. You got it.
It is the Jets, but at the end of the day, you still got to go out and execute at a high level regardless of your opponent. But the reason I really like the Patriots is because of that defense right now. That is a top 5 defense. And more importantly, they're number 1 in the NFL in run defense. And late in the season, you've got to be able to run the football. And if you're playing a team that can stop the run, it makes it so difficult on an opposing offense in those cold weather games in December. When you get in the playoffs, especially if you get a home game, teams want to come in and run the football to eliminate some of the crowd noise for your quarterback. They're just playing physical. They're controlling the line of scrimmage. And then look at their schedule. They go at Cincinnati. I think they can win that one.
Yeah.
Home against the Giants. I think they can win that one.
Now I got issues with you because you think they can win the next 2.
I think they can win the next 6.
I know, but I'm just saying the next 2 are Buffalo at home and then at New England.
You're saying after these? Yes. But they get 2 weeks to prepare for Buffalo to get healthy.
Yeah.
And they have a home game. They already beat them once. And then they go to Baltimore. It's a tough place to play. I get it.
They'll lose that game.
You think they're going to lose Baltimore?
They will.
You think they lose the Buffalo game?
Yep.
I do too. I just think Buffalo will get even with them.
Okay, so
But I think they still get the number 1 seed.
going. So then, because then they win the next 2 are going to be at Jets and then home against Miami. So you're saying they go 4-2 over these next 6 games?
13-4.
13-4. You think 13-4 is good enough for the number 1 seed?
It well might be, depending on can your Broncos. Again, they're sitting at 8-2, so they're a half game back at 9-2, right?
I wouldn't mind the Broncos dropping one, not this one,
Okay.
but in the future, get the streak over, man. I'm just not a fan of streaks.
Okay.
Don't go into the tournament on a streak, man.
Yeah.
Not no 14 game, 10. Fuck all that.
Yeah.
Get it out the way.
Yeah. I will say I was very impressed and found it very significant that Coach Vrabel, we just saw, came out of the locker room after that and came all the way out and did the Amazon Prime post game where he sat out on the set with Drake Maye.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I've ever seen a coach come out there in all the years that they've had it, because coaches do the interview in the locker room, you know, in the media room, and they don't come out there. I think he's loving this, and I think he wanted to seize the opportunity to brag a little bit about who they are and what they've accomplished, because he wants Tennessee to know you screwed up when you sent me out, right? Because they fired him, and he was 54-45 there. You know, I thought he did a lot of great things there, and remember he sent Brady to Tampa, right? In that last New England playoff game. So they had the Chiefs down in the AFC Championship game. Remember, they had them down 17-7 and then just fell apart. They had a chance to go up 24-7. So he is feeling himself in a good way right now.
Well, 51% of the chat thinks the Patriots can go to the Super Bowl or will go to the Super Bowl. So that's a lot. 51.
Cody, you part of that 57, right?
Hey, I'm part of that.
They going?
51.
The what?
You part of that 57 that say they going, right?
Yeah, I got my phone over here. I just sneak a little.
Yeah. Cody voted 100 times.
Hey, man, I'm buying in. I think
Cody made the chat believe.
to your point, But to your point, look, I didn't say they're going to the Super Bowl. I need to see what they do in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I agree, but I think they're going to put themselves in a great position. And I'm opposite of you. If you can go on a streak, man, and you're winning football games, I don't think it's, shit, I hope something bad doesn't happen. I think it's, man, we got a lot of confidence. We can go in there. We've been battle tested. We can handle these situations and still come out on
I don't
top.
think it's, something bad might happen. I don't think it's like that neither. You go in confident and shit. And
You're
then
saying overconfident.
It's just shit happens. It's football. Like, it's never going to be perfect. It might be perfect for 14 weeks, and then you just have a game like the Chiefs had in the Super Bowl, where nothing is going right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What did you guys do in 2015 down the stretch? Do you remember?
Lost week 13 and
Okay.
14.
Okay.
1-15, 1-16. Ended on a nice little 6-game win streak.
Did you have a bye? Do you remember?
First round bye?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Number 1 seed, all home games.
All right, I do want to look at Drake Maye a little bit because he's 23 years old. That is insane. And I'm going to read off some numbers, okay? But just because this is the first time in NFL history somebody's done this. So let's look at it. Right now, he is leading the league in passing yards. He has 2,800. But in this man's 11 starts this season, he has over 2,500 passing yards, over 250 rushing touchdowns, over 20 touchdowns, and over 70.
Week 15, they
those are
play
it.
Buffalo at home.
Yep.
That game could potentially be to win the AFC East. They haven't done that. New England hasn't done that since 2019. That was Tom Brady's last year. That was actually the year that I was there with Tom.
Yep.
Since then, it's been Buffalo every single year. If he can make a statement in that game and clinch the AFC East, I think that puts him at the top of the MVP race. And then if he follows it up the following week at Baltimore. Now, that won't have anything to do with the division, but overall, it'll have a big thing to do with their conference. If they can win that game, I think that'll solidify them the number 1 seed in the AFC. I really do, regardless of what happens those last 2 games. And it could potentially give you a chance to rest your starters against either the Jets or Miami, which is important. You want to stay in a rhythm, and then you get the bye and all of that. But if you can rest your starters and get healthy at the end of the year, sometimes that can help a young football team. With that being said, though, when I go back and watch the tape of Drake Maye, regardless of who the opponent is, he's playing some high-level football, man.
He is.
Really is. He's calm, cool, and collected in the pocket.
Very calm.
Never gets rattled. He's going through progression. He has great eye discipline. When I say great eye discipline, it means for a young quarterback, it's rare to see when they know to go 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 instead of panicking when things happen and go 1 to 3 to back to eyes down to take off and run. He never gets rattled. He stays in rhythm, has a great arm, can throw the deep ball, can throw the underneath routes. Very accurate. But the thing I think that he's doing the best right now and impresses me the most is his pocket presence. You see multiple times on film when shit starts to hit the fan and bullets are flying, he doesn't try to escape right away and put himself in a bad position. He helps his tackles, he gets to his spot in the pocket, and then he steps up. And I flash back to the game last night. When I was watching the film again this morning, there's 10 minutes left to go in the third quarter. You see Diggs motion across. They get in a 2-by-2 formation. They're condensed on the right side with Mac Hollins. He's going to run a snag route. When you have a condensed route as a DB, what are you thinking? Maybe a crosser's coming. He's getting across the field. Sells the cross, comes back to the flat. On the other side, you have an over route by Diggs, and you have a backside in cut by your X. What Drake Maye does a great job of is they're selling a counter fake. He's going to show left, fake it over the top to Henderson. You have pressure on the outside. A lot of quarterbacks, especially in year 2 in that situation, are going to panic, try to backpedal, and just duck down and take the sack. What he does is he steps through, but he also rips through. Why is that important? Because when you have a defensive end rushing by, they're going to try to swipe at the football if they know they can't make the play. He understands that I can rip through, protect the ball, bring it to my left chest plate, reset, keep my eyes on field, downfield, and find the over route to Stephon Diggs. That is high-level stuff because if he takes a sack right there, now we're looking at 3rd and 18, the drive's over. Instead, steps up, 21-yard gain. 3 plays later, we throw that switch release corner to TreVeyon Henderson in the back of the end zone. That is just things that you don't expect to see over and over from a year 2 quarterback. You mentioned the numbers. He's leading the NFL in passing yards. He's 2nd in touchdowns, 2nd in completion percentage, 4th in QBR right now, Skip. I know there's a lot of factors in why he's playing good football or why the New England Patriots are winning games, but it starts with number 10 at quarterback right now. He's doing some damn good things, and I think if he can keep it up, I still have Jonathan Taylor at 1 for the MVP race, but Stafford and Maye are right on his heels right now.
Okay, so will he or won't he? Gut feeling.
You're saying will he by the end of the year win the MVP?
Yeah.
If Jonathan Taylor keeps doing what he's doing, I don't think he can. I don't think anyone should overtake
But all
him.
that
It's a
being
no.
said, it's a no.
It's a no.
Yeah.
No, you said no.
That
The
was-
question
that-
wasn't no.
that
The
is.
question was, did he help his chances
Better
last
chance.
night in the MVP race? It wasn't who's winning MVP.
Oh,
If I
okay.
voted today, I'd vote for Jonathan Taylor.
And you've been firm on that.
Yeah, I've been for Jonathan Taylor,
Me
but I'm
too.
telling you why
I
he
think
could
I
potentially
think
get there.
Cody hit it on the head. You know what I'm saying? He talked about all the good shit that he doing, but at the end of the day, it's about them numbers, right? He got 20 touchdowns, 5 picks. Stafford got 25 touchdowns, 2 picks. Stafford is better. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So I put him at third. I think JT, then Stafford. That's my order. Then Maye is right there at third. But
I can hear that.
You've been at third before last night's game. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really feel like – I feel like if he increased his chances, you pass up JT or you pass up Stafford. He ain't do that.
But just like the boy said, after those 2 pivotal games, if he wins those, how would you feel?
Well, if my aunt had nuts, she'd be my uncle. So I don't know.
We'll find out. Come back on the couch after that.
We talking about just what he did last night. He didn't really increase his stock because JT is still ahead of him. Stafford is still ahead of him.
So I agree with that.
Yeah.
And you don't think they're going to win those 2 games?
I don't think they'll win both of them.
Yep. I don't think they're going to win either one of them.
Really?
And I'm with Aqib. I still have him third, but I'm going to give you this. He's passing the eye test for a lot of voters right now because it was a Thursday night solo stage, so a lot of people tune in and watch this.
Yeah.
And he's like, to me, creepy, serene in the pocket. I don't think I've ever seen any quarterback. I mean, name them.
Slow and under control.
It's just
And
like
23.
Yeah, but he's just in this
You know what,
very
it's
effortless sort of
quiet feet,
calm
it's
and rhythm, like he's in
Yeah.
this bubble.
want.
Like I want to like slap him and say, do you know where you are, man? Do you know what you're doing? Wake up!
At 23 years
Yeah.
old in year 2 also, which is extremely
Right.
impressive.
And he's the flip side. He's the un-Bo Nix because Bo is like the most hyperactive I've ever seen. You know, he's Red Bull Bo. He just, you know, it's all over the place. And yet with this kid, the offense almost seems in slow motion, but it's good motion, man, because he keeps finding the right guy.
Yeah.
But this is what you didn't get to see last night. He just got sacked 1 time. You realize he's right there. He's close with Cam Ward on getting sacked.
He
He's second most sacked quarterback because you stand creepy serene back there and you wait, and all of a sudden you're going down.
Yeah.
And he is more athletic than I saw at Carolina. So he can, I don't know if he has great escape quickness, but when he does break free, he can run,
Yeah.
and he's big, and he's got a little Sunday night. I don't think Buffalo saw him coming, and Buffalo's defense is gettable because they're 3rd worst against stopping the run, and Josh rises to the occasion. If you tell Josh, oh, you're playing Lamar Jackson, he's like, oh, okay, watch this. Oh, Patrick Mahomes is coming to town, and Josh says, oh, watch this. Drake May's coming to town? I don't really care.
But not this next one, though, right?
This next one, Drake,
Yeah.
now it's,
I feel like,
we're going to
you-
see Drake
you the
May.
MVP?
Okay,
Yeah. All right.
now you got his attention. Now
Exactly.
let's see what happens when because that's going to be a whole different ball game. But I love what the team is doing more than I love what the quarterback is doing right now. And I just can't go MVP, but I think a lot of people, this is it's getting to be a runaway train because he is, speaking of Las Vegas, they love him to win the MVP. He wouldn't be mine, but he is the world's MVP.
And you said he fell into a great position,
Yeah.
but he didn't last year as a rookie.
No.
And he had to go through those lumps and bumps.
Okay,
I know he had
but
15
that-
touchdowns, 10 interceptions, but
that was good.
He was a building block to go out and invest in Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniels. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, Vrabel's an unbelievable hire, but I think the McDaniels hire is probably more important because of what you just did for your young quarterback you invested in.
And more, I look at Stephon Diggs, what he did for Josh, you can't underestimate, man. That Josh hadn't been, I know he won the MVP, but as a football team, an impact, they miss him, man.
Yeah.
They miss his energy and his juice and his,
He a guy. I keep saying
he's
it.
a guy.
He a guy out there. He's going to make plays.
He's a guy. If you're on Wednesday, if you're getting ready to play Stephon and you know you're going to have him much of the time, you're like, oh, yeah.
It's going to be a long day.
It's going to be a long day, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Well, I'm kind of with you, Skip. I'm not a fan of the Rams, obviously, but after 17 years in the league, I think, Matt, he deserves an MVP.
At 37.
17 years in the league.
And just to clarify, like that, I was hyping up Drake May from what I've seen on film.
Yeah.
I'm still JT, Stafford, May is right on their heels. I agree with that. But I think if May can keep it up and if he balls out against Buffalo and clinches the division, and then he goes and plays Lamar the next week, 2 of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and balls out at Baltimore and wins that game and potentially clinches #1 seed, you have to at least consider him for a first place vote.
I mean, you could say the same shit about Matt Stafford, though.
You could, 100%.
Yeah.
But these are all ifs again, like you said, man. If. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, let's kind of get into that a little bit. But first, I want to talk about the Seahawks because the Seahawks have won 10 straight road games. That's insane. You guys have constantly expressed on the couch what it's like going on the road, how difficult it is to win on the road. You're eating different food, you're getting on a flight, you're jet lagged, all of these things. So the Seahawks are headed to the Rams this weekend. So, Aqib, how do you explain that the Seahawks have won 10 straight road games?
It's tough. You really can't explain it. It's not like they go and they like, oh, they run the ball super well on the road, or they turn to some super ultra passing team. It's not that, because this shit dates back to last year.
It does.
Geno Smith got the first 6 of these wins.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And Sam Darnold got the last 4. So I think it's a mentality, man. It's whatever coach is preaching. He is the leader. He is the common denominator in this shit. You know what I'm saying? So how he prepared for road games needs to be studied by all coaches, because he doing something that got the guys ready to go on the road. They got laser focused, they locked in, and that's all it can be, man. It's their approach. It's the team's approach to them road games that's making them win them games. So it's nothing that they doing on the field. It's the week of preparation. It's the travel. It's the science to it, man. I bet if you studied it and you really got in his building, he's doing something different than all the rest of the coaches.
What do you always say about cross-country flights?
Hey, they'll fuck you up now.
They will.
They will.
Okay.
You don't got a cross-country flight.
I'm looking at what they've done in
down.
these 10. They won at Atlanta, that's cross-country,
Yeah.
at Jets,
Cross country.
at Jacksonville, at Washington.
I'm
Okay,
telling you,
these
man.
Are,
These are
they're
far.
hard trips.
Hard trips, and he got something to his preparation, man.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, guys is gonna be trying to study it. They're gonna be trying to ask him, what is it, bro? What you do? They want to know. But all that being said, I think it comes to an end this week.
Oh.
I think it definitely comes to an end this week, because it's a streak, man. As soon as the world get to talking about these streaks, they just get broke. You know, that's what they for. So I think it definitely comes to an end this week.
Let me ask you this. The Broncos have won 11 straight at Mile High Stadium. And they got the Chiefs coming to town. Are you worried about that streak?
I am.
Yeah? Okay.
I'm definitely worried about it. I don't like streaks. I don't like real long streaks because bullshit happen, but I am. But we'll get to that, though.
We'll get to that. I agree 1,000%. I think it's 2 things right now why they've gone on this winning streak. It's the defense, but it's also the coaching. And I want to talk about Mike Macdonald a little bit.
Because nobody really is.
No one really is, but he's 38 years old. He's in his 2nd year as a head coach. He's got a 17-9 overall record, and he's 11-1 on the road. That's so difficult to do as a young coach, to build that culture early on. But he's already done that, and it's been impressive to watch. But it's because of the coaching tree he comes from and the mentors that he's had throughout his coaching career. He was with Baltimore from 2014 to 2020 as a defensive position coach under John Harbaugh. He understood what it meant to build a winning culture. Dean Pease was a defensive coordinator. He learned under him. And then he gets Wink Martindale for a couple years.
He did.
Learns under him. Great coaches, great defensive coaches, and coaches with a great mindset to go out and win games. Then what's he do after that? He goes to Michigan for 1 year as a defensive coordinator under Jim Harbaugh and learns about a winning culture there. Then he goes back to Baltimore for 2 years and becomes their defensive coordinator before becoming the head coach at 38, but well equipped to handle the situation because of the cultures that he's been a part of. That's the first thing. You can't win on the road if you don't have a great guy up top as your head coach. That's 100% true, and I'm with you. I think teams are going to start trying to pick from that, or maybe get some players this offseason if Seattle releases him and says, hey, what's Mike Macdonald doing over there right now? Because we want to figure it out. The other thing, though, the defense. During these 10 games, they're only giving up 16 points per game, dating back to last season. They have been playing damn good defense under Macdonald the last 2 years. The 4 games this season, they're only giving up 15 points per game. They're only allowing 270 yards per game, 6 takeaways, and 20 sacks in those 4 games. They had 6 against Arizona and 7 against Jacksonville. And we broke that game down. They were getting after Trevor Lawrence all game long. They're really good, too, on 3rd down during these away games this year. Only a 35% conversion rate for their opponents. Where Mike Macdonald's defense eats is on 3rd and passing situations. When you line up and they show you double A gap and overload and you think it's coming from the left and I'm going to go, hey, Louie, and then they bring 3 guys to the right, it is so difficult, even at home as a quarterback to decipher what they're doing. So I think it comes down to two things, like I said. It's coaching with Mike McDonald, and it's the defense and the high level that they're playing on that side of the ball. I got to give credit to my guy Sam Darnold, though. They're putting up 28 points per game on the road this year. He's playing good football, so I don't want to take away from him, but to me, it's defense and coaching.
And there's been defenses, I've been a part of them, who go on the road and play very well. And we ain't win 11 straight. Like, it's Baltimore that had defenses. They ain't win 11 straight, so it's beyond that, bro. I'm telling you, it's
Agreed. But the reason I say
that's
that
allowing them to play that well on the road. They offense, defense, special teams. Everybody is fucking balling on the road.
Agreed.
Not just the defense.
But you got to remember, Mike McDonald's a defensive-minded coach. If you're giving up 16 points per game on the road, that's unheard of. An offense at home this year in the 4 games only being able to put up 15 points per game in 4 games, like that's winning defense.
Yeah, that sounds like what we did in 2015, but we damn sure ain't win 11 straight on the road. You know what I'm saying?
Why not, though? What would you say was the issue?
Because shit just happened. Our offense may turn the ball over on the road. And we lost a game 13-10 or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's something that got them guys laser focused. They're not turning it over. It's something beyond the play on that field.
Okay,
man.
I hear you and I agree with that. But in the end, what's one of the oldest cliches in pro football? What did I hear from Don Shula and Tom Landry and Bill Walsh, Jimmy Johnson? Defense
wins.
Travels. It travels. Travels.
Defense travels.
It does win championships ultimately. You have to have it.
Yeah.
You can't fake it on that side. To win the chip, you can't. But you can take it with you. And you were on some great ones. And I get you. You might lose 13-10, but they only scored 13. So it traveled. Like however good you were, you would go across country for 5 hours and you'd still figure out how to be very good on defense, right? Maybe you got bad bounces, maybe you just got screwed by the refs or what, I don't know. But you're gonna be in the game because of the defense, right?
Yep.
Okay. So this is one of the damnedest things I've ever seen, because in this day and age, it's just with the parity we have any given Sunday, I just can't believe they've done it 10 straight times. But the flip of it is, that makes it even crazier, is at home, by their standards, they have been terrible at home under Mike McDonald. They're 6-8. And Gerald, he's not here today. Is his thing over there? No. Good. We don't need his thing over there, right? But Gerald always says, "Oh, that's the toughest place to play in pro football."
He does say that.
Okay, right? It's the loudest. It's the craziest. It's this. They're 6-8 at home. Well, they've blown the winning home culture. I don't know why. Okay, is it because of Geno? Maybe some Geno. They lost to Baker late. Obviously, Sam played well, but lost to Baker. He played great and lost to Baker, who just played a little better. But the point is, they're a road team, and this is fascinating to me, and I'm with you. I say all that Sean McVay, and you know him well, has been preaching all week is that they've won 10 straight road games. Hadn't he? Been just driving this through their heads.
He want the media to put it out there. He want everybody
10 straight road games.
What he want.
You want your team to rise up and say, not in our house.
Exactly.
Right? And it's not a great house that they play in, because it's usually about half a house for the visiting fans, right? SoFi. So I don't love their home field. It's almost like Cowboy-esque, where people just go out to kind of enjoy the show. It's like Hollywood, right? Yeah. Like going to a movie or something, right?
Yeah, or it's like a split crowd always.
Yeah, but it's always split there. So it's up to Matt Stafford and the Rams defense to say, no, that's enough of that. So which way are you going in the game?
I have been hearing Rams all
Ooh.
And I think it's going to be a good game, but I'm riding with my guy, Sammy D. I'm going with Sam Darnold.
Okay.
Not Sam Darnold, Skip. Sam Darnold. I'm going with Sam.
As in USC's own
As
Sam
in
Darnold?
USC's own San Clemente, Southern California. My good friend, Sam Darnold. That's what I'm riding with. I got him winning 28-24.
Okay. I think you just disqualified yourself.
I did disqualify myself a little bit. But
because your personal relationship.
To your point, defense travels. And we saw Matthew Stafford's been playing that offense, and Puka and Devontae, and they've got some weapons now. But at the same time, defense travels. So I think that's going to be the matchup to watch, though, on Sunday. The Rams offense, Sean McVay going up against Mike McDonald and that defense. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Explain yourself before I go.
About what?
About who wins.
I think both of them play good, but streaks are just meant to be broken, man. When you had that streak on your back,
Yeah.
it just seemed like the ball just rolled different ways, it bounced different ways. It'll be a few turnovers. The Rams gonna find a way to get it done. They got a damn good defense too. Defense travels, but before it travels, it stay home. You know what I'm saying? It got to be good before you pack it up and take it on the road with you. They got a damn good defense too.
It's wild too when you look at the numbers, how evenly matched these teams
They're
are.
so
Unbelievable.
insane
Every
defense,
single category. There's
crazy
not, and you
wideouts.
mentioned the other day, Aqib, the takeaways though is the big one.
Exactly.
The turnover margin.
That's what it is.
That could be a factor. Can Seattle protect the ball on the road?
So to your point,
Yeah.
the Rams are +7. That's 4th in the NFL in turnover differential. The Seahawks, shockingly, are tied for 21st at -4 because Sam turns it over. He's thrown 6 picks and lost 4 fumbles. That's quite a bit.
It is.
Right there.
It is.
And they've given it away 16 times, and only the Dolphins are worse at 17. So for such a good team, quote unquote, I mean, they are a good team. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
They're really good, and they're really good on defense, but the offense is going to give the football away. So this Sunday, I just boil it down to, do I want Matt Stafford or Sam Darnold? Okay,
Right.
He's back home in his old stomping grounds. I got you. But I'm going Matt Stafford because he has 2 stud receivers, and I don't care how you want to slice and dice it. In the end, Seattle is just JSN or bust on real live receivers that you can trust in big moments. I know they're trying to get Cooper Kupp back in, but he just seems he's not the same as he was. when he
Homecoming
was
for
around.
Cup too, though. This
It
team's
is.
gonna a little bit more.
Right.
with some
But-
vengeance.
But he's not the same. He's not right. He tore his knee up, and he lost about a half step of quickness that won him the Triple Crown. And I'm not seeing the same guy. And look at his targets. They're like half of Jay. I know he's been hurt.
I hear you.
But still, it's JSN or bust. And when you got Puka and Devontae, man, you got firepower. And Matt Stafford knows how to utilize the firepower. They're going to be hard to stop. So I could see them winning by a couple of touchdowns.
Really?
This game.
Okay.
I could.
Wow.
Say it, Skip. What's the score?
Okay, I'm going to go 30-14.
30 to 14.
I am. Yep.
All
I think
right.
I
they're going
think
to
it'll
make
be a little
statement.
bit closer than that. 27-20.
Okay.
27-20, but okay, but you got him the closest, and you're going Seahawks.
28-24 Seahawks. Yeah.
Okay, he's riding with his boy.
Yeah.
But
That was the difference maker for me to put it over the edge. But Seattle's a damn good football team too.
they are very good football. They're both great football teams. That's what it's going to come down
Not
to.
just
But
Sam Darnold.
last time there was a streak on the road, 18 straight wins on the road was for the Niners in 1989, and they won the Super Bowl that year.
Oof.
So, can happen. But let's see if Seahawks can do it. Let's talk about another team that's on an absolute roll. Aqib's favorite team right now.
What year was that?
89.
Oh my God.
I wasn't alive.
Yeah, well, I wasn't either.
Oh, I was very alive. I was having fun in 1989.
Shit, Skip was going in.
Ooh, was I? Ooh.
Good
I
time.
can only imagine. Skip.
Yeah.
That was, feel me? Prime Skip.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about Aqib's team, his favorite team to talk about, the Broncos right now. They are 8-2, and this weekend they face a divisional opponent, which we know divisional games are always tough. But you always say, do not count out Patrick Mahomes. Your
Exactly.
Bo Nix or everything but Patty. So what do you have right now? Oh, also, I do want to point out, though, did you guys see on Twitter at all? Let's see. On Twitter, or X now, Bo Nix actually deleted his social media. Let's see what
did?
he said because of the criticism.
But for me, it's quite simple, really. I delete all my social media. I
Yeah,
don't
Bo.
even have it. So unless somebody says it to my face, I don't really hear it. And nobody's ever bold enough to say it to your face.
Yeah,
Dang.
both locked in.
Okay, I like
He's
that.
lying. Maybe all the comments on the arena he started seeing them because we've been talking a lot about Bo Nix.
Been on his ass.
But Aqib, how much will it wreck Denver's confidence and momentum if Mahomes goes into Denver and embarrasses Bo Nix?
Like, why we gotta word the question like that? Like, even Tyler, Rob, y'all too? Like, come on, bro. And we don't talk about going to get wrecked and lose. That's not how Denver talk.
Yeah.
We don't speak like that. You know what I'm saying? We talk about wins and positive energy and shit. So I will tell you, if we win this game, everybody in this arena, the whole football world, will flip the switch and they'll believe in the Broncos. If we win this game, the Broncos ultimately start believing more in themselves. I think right now they kind of on the fence. They think we're a good team. Our quarterback is playing okay. They don't really know if they could win the Super Bowl or not. If they win this game, the AFC is in real trouble because they're going to crank up and be even better. I'm telling you. So it's a confidence game for them. It's a real confidence game for them. You see where you at right now?
Or a wreck confidence.
I don't talk like that.
Okay.
Skip.
Well, I know, but you know that's a possibility.
If they was to lose, Skip, they're not going to be wrecked. Like, I mean, you done won 8 straight. If they do lose, fuck it. The streak is over. Let's start a new one. I don't like streaks anyway. But I think this week is a real eye-opener. You know what I'm saying? You could really put your defense on the map. You don't even hear people talk. You hear people talking about the defense, but this shit going crazy. They got a sack record.
They do.
Yeah.
On the table right now.
On the table.
They got top guys at every position, back end, middle, and up front. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is a game. The table is set. You could really put yourself on the map. Everybody confidence, including your own confidence, everybody shit skyrocket.
Okay, did you just admit publicly that your quarterback is only okay? You just
I said he's playing okay.
Playing
just like
okay?
Just like Drake May is playing out his world.
That's what they call damning with faint praise, right? You kind of damned him, right? He's just okay?
He's just playing okay right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
Well, that's not
happens,
great.
Skip. As a professional, you don't always come out and just play like right here all the time. It's okay. You dip, you go up, you go down.
Okay.
The great ones, they be up here for the most part. They stay up here. But
So where's his ceiling?
It is. You know what I'm saying? So
his floor.
He playing okay right now. He's playing good enough to win games. He's going to have to play better if he want to win this Sunday, but it's okay right now.
What's your pick, though?
What's my pick?
Come on now.
I need to know. I need to know.
By how much? By how much? That's the question.
It's going to be 20-14 Broncos.
Broncos.
Hey.
2014.
2014
They're holding
Broncos.
Patty to 14.
Oh yeah, our defense. We go against Patty already. You know what I'm saying? He have his worst games against Denver. He only averaged like 20 points against Denver. His worst outings are against the Broncos. You know what I'm saying? So
He's 13-1 against the Broncos right now.
yeah, I'm talking about his numbers though. You know, I'm talking about his numbers.
Kinsey, you're killing.
He got a great.
Give him a
he got
break,
he got a
man.
great record. You know, he got a great record. But his numbers, what's his numbers? Since you want to throw him out there, I bet you look at his numbers versus every other team. Look at his number versus the Broncos. I bet you they're the lowest versus the Broncos out of everybody.
You don't think Andy Reid's reminding him of that?
I think Vance Joseph reminding the Broncos of that.
Okay.
Like, we always get after his ass. Let's get after his ass again. You know what I'm saying? Just rush him right, man. You keep him in that pocket, and it'll start with that.
I don't hear you picking with a lot of conviction, though, like you
I'm
usually
a little under the weather, so my energy.
you're always under the weather. Okay.
Yeah.
My energy ain't where it usually be.
Okay.
But we'll go out and play a damn good game this week, and we'll show the world that we really contenders.
Okay.
To your point, too, real quick, before I get into the game, talking about Bo Nix. I was a little critical of him last week after the Raiders game and broke down the film. But the good thing is those are all correctable things. When it comes to footwork and rhythm and timing and the double pumping and trying to escape too early, those are correctable things. So I still think he has a high ceiling. So I'm not out on Bo Nix. This is exactly the type of game you want, though, if you are Bo Nix, because you have 2 top 5 defenses going head-to-head. I think the difference maker is going to be Pat Mahomes or Bo Nix. Who's going to play better in this game? And if I'm Bo and I've been hearing all this outside shit, or I haven't been hearing it because I deleted social media, probably because he has been hearing it, this is the opportunity that you want to go out and play against a team that's in your division. But with that being said, I don't think it's a must-win for Denver. I don't think it's going to embarrass them or hurt their confidence, whatever the question was. I don't think it's going to kill their momentum if they lose this game by however many points, because they're 8-2 right now. They put themselves in a really good position. But I will say, if they do lose this game, that'll drop them to 8-3. The Chargers play the Jaguars on Sunday, and if the Chargers win, they move to 8-3. And the Chargers already beat Denver back in Week 3, so now they'll be in first place of the AFC West. That's a big factor in this. You know how important it is. I know we talk about streaks or home games and all of that, but there's a big difference between winning your division and possibly the conference and getting a home game or home games in the playoff,
It is.
as opposed to now being a wild card team and having to go on the road in the playoffs. I mean, look at Minnesota last year. Talking about Sam Darnold, they were a game away playing Detroit from being the number 1 seed, getting a bye, and having all roads go through Minnesota to the Super Bowl. But instead, they get the 5 seed and have to go on the road against the Rams or to Arizona. I guess it wasn't really on the road. But now they got to go on the road, and we saw what happened in that game. Don't bring it up, Skip. I know you're about to go.
How did Sam play in that?
Sam played. He would have played a lot better.
You asked for that. You asked for that.
I could see him giving me the side eye.
Played the same.
I was ready for it. He would have played a lot better if it was a home game. But with that being said, another thing too, though, on top of that, I think is very important. If they win this game, that puts the Chiefs at 5-5, and it would make it almost impossible for them to come back and win the division. And remember, who's won the division the last 9 years in a row in the AFC West? Kansas City. So this is a huge game for Denver. But like I said, I think that Bo's going to come out. I think he's going to get back on track. I think he's tired of hearing all that. I think he's going to come out and play well in this game, or play, I don't want to say to not lose the game, but I think he's not going to make the crucial mistake. That's what this game's going to come down to. I don't think it's going to be high scoring, but I think it's going to come down to which quarterback doesn't make the crucial mistake, and I expect Bo Nix to get back in a rhythm.
You do?
I do.
So you're picking?
I am picking Denver to win.
Wow.
At
We got
home,
2 Denvers?
23-21.
There you
got
go,
Denver
Cody.
winning 23-21.
Have you thought about it? You like Denver?
This is so tough. You're the one who always says you can't doubt Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
The Niners been in lots of situations where, unfortunately, Patrick Mahomes pulls through,
that
you know?
is
So
true.
you can't doubt him. And Bo Nix being my fantasy quarterback, I've learned to doubt him. And
Wow.
that's what's tough.
So
There's games.
are you
ride with
playing
the
Bo
Chiefs?
Nix? Have you?
No, I benched him this week. I'm playing, I'm playing Jordan Love.
Okay. All right. So, to you, to this question that we ask, if you lose this game at home, I think it'll be devastating to your momentum, just everything that you built all year. And Sean Payton has said all week, we are going to play bigger games than this one. He says it all the time. But his point is, we're building towards something great here. Like, we're going to win. If you sort of read between his lines, we're going to win chips, plural. We're going to build a dynasty. So he's saying this isn't the be-all and the end-all game. I just think it's a huge game for this year's confidence. To Kinsey's point, he's 13-1. The Wicked Witch is coming to your house.
Yep.
Okay? And are you going to kill the Wicked Witch? You won't kill him, but you have to show him you're in charge now. So to me, it's psychologically huge to both teams, because you could drive final nail in their coffin, man. If you send them home 5-5, they might be devastated. Like
Which, so you know, Aqib, I'm going to be rooting for them. I want that to happen.
All right.
The nail in the coffin.
Okay.
I like that.
I got it. But this is just me. If I just look at these 2 quarterbacks and you summed it up, and then you get to your bottom line conclusion and you say, and I'm going Bo Nix. Okay, I'm not, because the Wicked Witch is just too good against this team in a division game. So I'm saying he goes in there and says, watch this. And you've been saying for 3 weeks, he's got his weapons back.
He
And
do.
Rashee Rice is serious, man. He is big and physical and possession snatcher, where he just catches it and run. He's a terror to me. And he just, every time I watch him, he gets a little better, a little stronger, a little more dominant. And I just think they are on edge, where they're going to go in there. And if I have to choose between the quarterback who's 18th in QBR and the quarterback who's 2nd in QBR, I think I'm going with number 2. I'm going with Patrick Mahomes over Bo Nix. And after the Raider game, even Dobbins said, our offense has to play better.
Yeah.
And it starts
duh.
with number 10, man.
And that ain't rocket science.
No, it's
And
not.
Dobbins might be on IR now.
Of course they got to play
Who's
better.
that? Dobbins, I know. He's beat up, yeah. But
And a big factor in this game, too, is I know you don't like streaks, but they do have an 11-win streak right now at home at Mile High. They play different at home than they do on the road. And who knows, if they can keep it close enough in this game, get to the fourth quarter, fourth quarter Bo.
Yeah.
Maybe he shows up this week and
Fourth
takes over.
quarter Bo.
I still think Mahomes is going to play well. I just
I do
think
too.
Bo Nix is
Mahomes
going to
will
do
play
enough.
well.
Yeah.
He's going to do enough to win the game.
okay, so if I look at your defense, it's really good. It's sack masters. Benito is just ridiculous. And yet, then I look at points allowed, and you've allowed the third fewest points, and they've allowed the fourth fewest points. So it's not like they don't have a defense.
They got a defense for sure.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good game, Skip. It's going to be a great game. If the Broncos win, they probably win the AFC West. That's what this game means to the Broncos.
Agree. Okay. All right.
They win this game, they win the AFC West. If they don't, they still got to opt to win the AFC West because they play the Chiefs again, the Chargers again, and the Raiders again. So it's the table is set. I feel like usually I always say the team who's back against the wall, the team who need this game the most, they kind of come out and play with that fire the most. You know what I'm saying? So I fear that with the Chiefs.
Okay, because they do need it.
They need this game. They need this game more than we need this game.
That is correct.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? So I fear that with the Chiefs. We got an 11-game home win streak. I hate that shit. I'm still going to ride with the guys. I don't like it.
I don't know, though.
I don't like how the table's set, but I'm riding with the guys.
Okay.
Maybe record-wise, Skip, but you could argue that Denver needs this game too because of what's happened the last 9 years in that division, and this is your chance to take down the Giant and make a statement and say, no, we are for real. This is the AFC West isn't just Kansas City. So I think Denver.
But if we lose this game and win out,
there's an article right now that this is the biggest game since 2015, and I'm sure the rest of
Jared Bell wrote that in USA Today.
And I saw the same article. I saw what you were talking about, and I'm sure a lot of people in Denver would agree. So you could argue the same thing. This game means just as much as the Broncos as it does the Chiefs.
But it don't eliminate us, is my point.
Heck, record-wise.
This game might eliminate the Chiefs.
They have a lot more to lose.
Y'all going to be banking on somebody else losing if y'all lose this game. So that's what I mean. They need this game.
Are you admitting you're picking with your heart more than your head? I think your head is telling you Mahomes. Your heart's telling you got to ride with your guys. Right?
If that's how you want to put it, Skip.
Well, is that true?
Nah. I'm riding with the Broncos because we got a damn good defense. And we play good against Mahomes. This defense can contain Mahomes. That being said, I don't like the streaks. When you have a long ass win streak, I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
When the team is back up against the wall, they gotta fight their way out. I don't like that shit. So they the ones we could lose this game and win out and still win the division. We could lose this game, lose to the Packers and still be in the playoffs. Like we're not eliminated if we lose this game. They are fucking this close to being eliminated if they lose it. So it's just football, Skip. I know how this shit go.
Man, I'm going out on a limb here riding with Aqib and the Broncos. That wasn't super convincing for me, man. That wasn't.
We're not trying to convince Cody.
Yeah. Hey, all right.
We're not here to convince.
Hey, they were on my ass about the constructive criticism.
They're going to come out and play a damn good game, man. We got extra days to prepare for them. Yeah. They got extra time to prepare for us. We dealing with that shit too. They got a lot of shit in their favor coming on the road. But at the end of the day, they got to come to Mile High, and we got the best defense in the league. You know what I'm saying? If our defense come play the way that we can play, we'll beat their ass.
Okay. Will you give me Mahomes for a dinner?
Head up, fade. I mean, no. We the favorite, right? Who the favorite? I don't even know.
Play.
We don't need to deal with that.
So the Chiefs the favorite, probably?
I'm just saying I'll take Mahomes for a dinner.
Let me look at
Mile
it.
High, baby.
Yeah, let's
going
look
to
at
Super Bowl right now.
I know what it is.
I'm sure they probably
Kansas City's favored by 3.5.
About 3.5?
Chiefs are favored,
Yeah, well, give me my give me my 3.
No, you already picked it. You already said with
give me my
conviction.
3.
I done took the underdog every time we bet it with no points.
That's not true.
I have.
I lost the quarterback at Houston.
They still was the favorite before we knocked the shit out of them.
Stop it. Yeah. They
was
were.
the favorite.
I don't think they were actually.
I'm taking the underdog again. I can't.
Yeah. Well, you're on an underdog. That's what you do, right? This is underdog.
Give me 2 points. So if we win by 1, I win.
I'm giving you none. It's my
1.5. If we win by 1 point, I win.
I'm not giving you anything.
We're not locked in, Skip. I'm tired of Skip bullying me on the bets, man.
Oh, Nick,
bullying the shit out of me on the bets.
He's just trying to get his dinner back.
Yeah, I know. He's trying to bully. He make me take the points off every time we bet, Skip.
If you had any guts, you would have just rescinded the last bet because I lost the quarterback after 1 quarter. C.J. Stroud goes down.
That's part of it. That's part of the game.
You made me bet on Davis Mills.
We're going to be knocking the shit out Patrick Mahomes' ass this week, too.
Okay. Thank you. Let's go. I'll take Mahomes for a dinner right now.
We saw what Davis Mills just did to the Jaguars.
Oh, stop it.
Davis
Mills. He's like that.
Play ball now.
He's like that.
Yeah. Straight trash.
Give me 3.
Have you gotten your sushi yet?
Nah, I'm still waiting on that.
Well, we're going to pay at the end of the year and see who's.
Oh, there's a lot of sushi on the line.
I ain't in the rush. I ain't in the rush. It's all good. Give me the 3, Skip. We can do it.
Deal or no deal?
3?
Give me the 3.
That's just cowardly on your part. Man.
No bet, Skip.
No?
No bet.
What?
No best.
All right.
I'm taking the road team, man.
Fuck it, lock it in. We had a. I want it.
We're betting men over here at Underdog.
We want that action. We gonna get a dub.
I got the Wicked Witch.
This gonna be the Wicked Witch.
Yeah.
Might stay his ass home.
All right, I got a notes just for Aqib Skip's
Put me on that side bet, Kinsey. Put me on the
side bet.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's move on. Let's talk about A.J. Brown because we've talked about him a lot on the podcast and because the drama continues, okay? Brown started the week telling everyone with him on his fantasy team to drop him. Then he later clarified his comments to the media and he said, let's take a listen what he said.
It's not just solely about my situation. I mean, guys, like, obviously I want to win too, you know, and I think if we're really focusing on winning and doing our job, like, we can't just keep slapping the Band-Aid over the defense doing their job and getting us out of trouble. Like, at what point are we going to pick up our slack as an offense that we're so great, you know? And that's what I'm getting at. It's not about we're not winning or I don't care about winning. All I care about is stats. No, it's been week after week sometimes we're not contributing. We're not doing our job on offense.
So right now, A.J. Brown has the worst stats of his career, and he's definitely not shy about venting about it. So, Skip, are you okay or not okay with A.J. Brown publicly complaining about the offense twice this week after coming off a big Monday road win?
I don't like it, but I must say it never seems to bother his team.
Yeah.
I don't like it because they're coming off a huge Monday night road win to rise to 7-2, and they are number 2 now in Vegas in Super Bowl odds. So all seems like it should be well, except for him. But he did this routinely last year, week after week after week, and all of a sudden you look up and they're up 40-6 on the Wicked Witch in Kansas City in the Super Bowl. It's 40-6 with 3 minutes to go. How did that happen? Well, they just grin and bear it. They just say, well, that's just AJ. And as long as they keep saying that, I guess I have to be okay with it. But what do you always say about diva receivers? They're just crazy. They're just completely egomaniacal, where after every game they're going to look at their stats. Win, lose, or draw.
What they do.
They just look at their stats. Did I get the targets or did I get the catches? He is now the third wheel in Philly because he has fallen to third in targets behind Dallas Goedert and third in catches behind Dallas Goedert. But in the end, if that locker room can just say, that's just AJ. If they keep doing that, that's fine. If Jalen Hurts can live with this and keep peace with it, I'm fine with that. And furthermore, if A.J. Brown doesn't quit on them, I mean, like flat out stop running routes for them, dog it on routes, then I'm okay with it because it seems to be their formula for winning. But they have 2 nuclear weapons who have not been detonated so far this year, A.J. and Saquon.
Yeah.
And if they both stay happy enough to detonate, well, my God, if you think they're good at 7-2, watch what's about to happen down the stretch.
Yeah.
So, me personally, it's offensive to me that he would react that way. But, I still like the Eagles to win the NFC. So
I feel it, Skip. It's, at this point, they know what he's going to do. He's going to beat AJ.
Yeah.
That's AJ being AJ. He want to contribute to the wins. If he don't contribute to the wins, he going to rant. It's simple as that. They used to that from him. The vet's going to go pat him on the back. Don't worry about it. Do what they do. The coach is going to call him up. Do what they do.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's going to come out next week. If not next week, the week after. He going to ball. It's going to be, on to the next story. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been. So we've seen this movie 100 times, whether it's AJ or Debo Samuels or Malik Neighbors or Terrell Owens way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So it's just what they do. You know what I'm saying? And the good head coaches know how to work with their divas. You know what I'm saying?
So if you were his teammate, would you be cool with this, or you just say?
And I know he AJ. I tell him, bro, bet you ball this week. I make light of the situation. That's what type of guy I was in the locker room.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna make light of the situation. Make sure he cool and make sure he know that you still a dog, bro. Get the ball or not. You doing your job Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They still preparing for you like you finna get 10 targets, whether you get them or not. They gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter. He gonna be AJ. He gonna be a diva receiver, and Nick know how to handle it like he's been handling it. So they gonna be the Eagles.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I think two parts to it. The first one is how he responded on Wednesday after practice. I thought was great. That's how you should respond. He said, "Look, it's not just my situation. I'm not worried about just my stats. I want to win games too. But if we really care about winning games, we can't just keep slapping a Band-Aid on these bad offensive performances. We got to help our defense out in some of these games." I agree with that. They've been struggling on the offensive side of the ball. They have a ton of 3-and-outs that they're not constantly moving the ball up and down the field. They're really bad on third down. They haven't got Saquon going. They haven't gotten a rhythm. So I understand the frustration. But the other part of that too is I think it does have to do with some of the stats. I know he said it didn't, but if you look at it this year, as a wide receiver, I mean, you want to be great, right? You want to be a Hall of Famer. As a wide receiver, you don't care to an extent about wins and Super Bowl rings because that doesn't follow you around. That follows around your head coach and your quarterback. What follows you around as a wide receiver is catches and yards and touchdowns and yards after catch and all of those stats. When it comes time for A.J. Brown to be considered for the Hall of Fame, they're not going to sit there. The voters aren't going to look at, well, what was his win-loss record in 2025? They're going to look at how many catches he had, how many yards he had, how productive he was. Those are the things that they look at. And so far this year, he hasn't been productive. He's one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, and he's 61st right now in receptions. He's 50th in yards, 49th in yards per game, and he's 43rd in targets, Skip, overall. That's not good enough. That's not enough to keep your star wide receiver happy. They have to start getting him the ball, but I agree with you on what you said. We've seen this story before. He's been frustrated since he's got to Philly in some of these years and having some issues, but every single season he's had over 1,000 yards receiving. He has 25 combined touchdowns in those first 3 years, and on top of that, he has 2 Pro Bowls. So I think they'll get it figured out. I agree if the team, if the coaching staff, if everyone around them isn't frustrated, if they're not making it a bigger issue than what it's been, I'm okay with it. But the one person you got to worry about is Jalen Hurts. As soon as Jalen Hurts starts to get frustrated with it or it gets to him and it bothers him, then I think it's going to become a problem.
I think them Super Bowls do follow you around, though, as a receiver.
You think so?
Hell yeah. It's part of your resume. You know what I'm saying? If these two guys are tied in numbers, touchdowns, catches, but this guy got 3 Super Bowl rings, he probably the one going to go. You know what I'm saying? He made his team better. They won chips off of it. So I definitely think rings matter, bro. They fucking matter for everybody.
So we've talked about this, but this is the one position in the NFL that is NBA-like because all these guys prioritize their stats right after the game like an NBA superstar does. Because I've covered the NBA for a long time, and listen, there are a lot of guys, they just want the stat sheet. You know, they win, lose, or draw, they just want to know, did they get their shots, did they get their numbers? And these guys can't control the way the NBA can because there's only 5 on the floor at one time and 1 basketball. But when there's 1 football and 11 and you've got it in your hands and it's your choice whether you throw it to him, it's a completely dependent position. And it's just torturous for these guys. It drives them crazy because they can't control their fate. AJ can't go out against Detroit on Sunday and say, I'm going to have 10 targets and I'm going to catch 9 of them. You don't know. You hope to, and maybe the coaches are telling you, okay, we're going to feature you, but if he's triple covered from the first snap because Detroit just says you can't have him, well, then you can't have him, right? They can literally take him out of the equation.
Right.
Okay? So, man, I sympathize with him, but at some point, he called it a shit show. He said our offense is a shit show. I mean, that's okay. Is it a shit show? Okay, so they're 12th in points scored. It's not what it could be or it was last year, but man, a shit show.
He called it a shit show last year. He read a book on the sideline like, I'm not interested in this shit. So man, the guys gonna be there. They gonna do what they do, man.
Okay. And yet I have told you before. This is going back 2 years ago. He and Jalen had a huge off-field issue. And I thought they worked through it, but I think the bad blood kind of lingers. So part of this is on Jalen because I think there are times he just doesn't look there. He just decides, no, I'm more comfortable going to Dallas Goedert, which you can't blame him on because, man, you want to talk about a security blanket. It's pretty easy to throw it to that guy, right?
He threw it to him on 4th down last week. Off script. Fuck what coach called. I'm throwing it to you, AJ.
Yeah.
So hey man, it's something. That,
Was that off script? I thought that was on script.
well,
I thought they
said
called
coach
it.
ain't called it. They said the coach didn't call it. They said he did it on his own. You know what I'm saying?
And so what do you guys think about this weekend? The Lions are headed to the Eagles. We've
Yeah.
heard on the arena a lot of you guys different picks that the Lions and the Eagles are the top of the NFC. So what's your pick this weekend, Aqib?
I think it's a kind of the same situation as we was just talking about. Denver kind of feel that NFC North turning up. It's like it's shit. We ain't just ran away with this thing yet. You know what I'm saying? And the Eagles, they like shit. We already ran away with this thing. So I think the team who gonna come out and play with that fire is gonna be the Lions.
Okay.
And for that reason, I'm rocking with the Lions. I think they get it done.
But you did pick the Lions to win the NFC.
I did, and I feel like they can't drop too many games down the stretch before they drop that number, the lead in their division. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna feel that. I think they feel that. It's time for them to start playing the way they can play. And I think they come out and get a big win on the road for JG and the guys.
Yeah, the Lions are tied with the Bears right now too at 6-3.
Yeah,
the top
and
of that
afford to
division,
lose.
which
The
probably a lot
Packers
of
right
people
there too. Shit.
Very
didn't think you were
shocking,
going to
though.
say in November that the
You're
Bears
like,
are tied
what?
first right now.
Exactly.
Hey, I was riding with Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, so a little credit there. I picked the Lions also to win the NFC, but I do think in this game the Eagles win.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that from you.
I got them winning 24-21.
Okay. Because
I like the Eagles at home. I think they're going to play well. I think they're going to get back on track. They find a way to win games. I like Jalen Phillips off the edge. I think that was a huge acquisition when it came to the trade deadline. So I think he adds another element. They've been lacking and getting pressure on the quarterback. You add a good pass rusher like Phillips, who's been in Vic Fangio's defense before. You see the production immediately. And I said last week on the show that I think they won the trade deadline mainly because of that move. And it paid off right away. He was the MVP of that game against the Packers. Still offensively, although it hasn't been great, they're scoring down in the red zone. They're still putting up points. So I think they get the job done. And nothing against the Lions. They're a good football team. But also you have Dan Campbell now taking over play calling on the offensive side of the ball. I don't care what he says with all of that. There's still some issues going on with that if you're removing your offensive coordinator as a play caller. Love Dan Campbell. I love what he stands for. Like the Lions, but I think the Eagles get the win in this one.
okay, so you weren't on when we first talked about Dan Campbell, but I am with you.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I think it's a bad sign, and it's shocking to me because he was the culture setter there.
Yeah.
He was the commander-in-chief. He was the unquestioned leader of the franchise, and I don't like him with a headset on and half glasses on trying to read some play sheet. It's distracting from who he is and what he is supposed to be doing to command that whole organization.
And him being a great leader, he says, hey, Johnny Morton's still fully involved. I trust him to input. Behind closed doors, no. That was a, hey, I'm going to go ahead and take it. We need you, but no, I don't like how it's running right now. This is my offense. I'm going to call plays. You know, I think midseason when you do that, there's some more issues behind closed doors than what he's saying.
Totally agree. So I'm with Cody on this. I am not with you on this. I just think the Eagles win pretty convincingly at home. I think they found themselves at Green Bay. I know it was only 10-7, but I told you they dominated the Packers 10-7, if that's possible. That's what it felt like to me. It felt like that Green Bay was never a threat in that game. So I look at this spread. I don't get this spread. Usually I say, okay.
What's the spread, Skip?
-2.5. It's just
even.
So yeah, the
What do
Eagles.
you say? They always give them 3 at home?
Yeah. The Eagles aren't even getting home field 3 on this one. So Vegas is saying we kind of like the Lions here. We give them a slight edge. I don't like the Lions here.
Slight edge.
Hey, but that Eagles defense, it's hellacious good with Jalen Phillips now.
Yeah.
And I broke it down after the Monday night game. They're only going to get better and better because they got so many kids playing at a high level.
Nolan Smith is back too now.
Oh,
That's
he's just
Yeah, they got all the
their
guys.
guys back. Yeah, they
What
got their
did you have
guys.
to
They got all the guys.
I'm going to go Eagles 24-17. I'll go in that
17.
ballpark. 24-17. But
I'm
they'll
gonna go
win by a
Lions
touchdown.
21-17.
21-17. I'm actually going to ride with Aqib. I'm going Lions
Are
on
you
this
really?
one.
Let's get
yeah.
it.
Wow.
So we'll see. But I do have someone special coming into the
cool.
arena. So
All right.
he just got here. We got to bring him in. So I want to welcome to the arena former NFL linebacker who has won 2 Super Bowls and was named the 2011 Defensive Player of the Year, Terrell Suggs.
All right, yeah.
Woo!
Don't get no better than that. It don't get
did.
no better than that.
Hey,
You
look,
dig?
and he came in that black. Man.
Hey,
He already knew
you
what the
already
work.
know. It don't get no better than that. What up,
Hey,
Skip?
he knew.
What up, baby?
He got the goddamn
Look at
memo.
you. What up,
What's up,
baby?
baby?
How you doing?
Good,
Woo,
baby. Good to
chilling
see
with
you, my boy.
where am I
You
Right here.
Yeah.
Take a seat.
Have a
Welcome
seat.
to the arena.
Yes, sir.
Yep, we in it. What's happening?
Wow.
What's happening? Is this
You
nice?
look, you look nice in here, right?
Yeah.
Comfortable.
No, we do a little something over here, underdog. You know what I'm saying?
This is nice.
We do a little something.
Hey, I gotta get this in my basement. Yeah, we in Woodland Hill.
T-Sizzle.
What's happening?
Man, it's been a long
I love,
time.
I love your shoe
We-
game, man.
thank
stay
you,
with
I
you,
appreciate
stay with
that.
you some
Thank
J's.
He can't lose in them shoes.
I can't lose
Can't
with
lose
these.
in the shoes.
Not these.
Okay.
So we used to have some legendary battles
Absolutely.
about Ravens
Absolutely.
and Joe Flacco, or as I call him, Joe
and King James.
and King James. We had
Yeah.
a few of those.
Yeah.
So I did see that you the other day constructively criticized your Ravens defense, said that you got to grow up and quit
Man.
criticizing the coaches, right?
Man, yeah.
Okay.
Like, you gotta understand. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, myself, Haloti, ain't nobody coming to walk through that door to save you.
No.
Only you gotta save you. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So they need to get it fixed.
What are you seeing right here, right now from that defense?
I think they starting to gel. They starting to get, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's fixed yet.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, early in the season, teams was doing whatever they wanted, you know,
Whatever.
offensively against it. And that's very uncharacteristic for a Baltimore team. You know what I mean? And I hated seeing it. Like teams just running on us and throwing on us. They got everything they want. That led to the 1-5 start. Now, after the bye, you know, I'm pretty sure Hards was like, nah, ain't nobody going nowhere. Y'all getting 2 days
Yep.
off. We're going to get in these pads. We're going to get back to some hitting and some
How
fundamentals.
much did that have to do with the injuries?
Injuries is part of it. You know, you're going to have injuries, and we always live by the next man up. You know what I'm saying? You got to be the next man up, and you got to be accountable. You know what I'm saying? So I think, you know, like I said, we had young guys back there. We also had some guys, you know, just come in from wherever they were from, like, all right, we do things different here. You know what I mean? And I think now they're getting accustomed to that. Yeah.
So what's their ceiling? How far could they go now that they've taken off?
I don't know. I don't want to cap them. But
Win the North at least, right?
they can win the North.
Okay.
They can win the North. But a deep run, I don't know. I think one of our biggest problems have always been in Baltimore is a true number one receiver. I love Zay. I love Rashad. But you need that receiver that people fear. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Guy.
you need that guy. Like, he older now. You know what I'm saying? But he was like one of those up Derrick Henry. You know what I'm saying? So we can still run the bruiser game when he's not in. When he's not in, you know, all teams know it's like, all right, we got a finesse running back. It's a high probability they're gonna throw the ball here. You know what I'm saying? I love Keegan Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? But he's like a shifty back. You need another bruiser back. You know, take the load off. But he's like a shifty back. You need another bruiser back. You know, take the load off Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry's on the backside of the career.
I don't think he just turned 30, right? I mean, he's still King Henry. He's still in his prime years, but you know, a big bruiser back only got so many of those.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? A big bruiser back only got so many years like that, and you better cash in right now. You know what I'm saying? Because the window is closing. It closes on us all. You know what I'm saying? And one year you're in the AFC Championship. Next year you're a lottery team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we've seen that happen too many times. You let too many championship teams walk out the door without a championship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The roster's gonna change every year, so you better get it done. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's getting older. You know what I'm saying? And also the business side is gonna get you too.
Tell him why you think Pittsburgh's going to win the North.
I think they got one of them defenses who, like you said, Baltimore is doing. They just gonna start gelling. They got the right makeup of guys. You know what I'm saying? When you put a Slay and a Ramsey, you know what I'm saying, with Watt, with Big Hayward down there, they got guys who gonna put in the extra time. They got pros who gonna make sure we get this shit right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And shit, they get that fucking ball.
But January football is different.
It is.
You know that.
And I feel like they built.
Hold on. Remember when we played y'all? You got hurt.
Yeah, and that's why we lost, because I got to stay healthy.
They got to play the Ravens twice.
The Ravens is fresh off.
They got to play the Ravens
They just sprayed the injury bug. They just now getting back.
Yes,
they got to get healthy too.
So we got to get healthy too.
Exactly.
But the Ravens-Steelers games are going to be the Ravens-Steelers games.
Exactly.
We got to play each other twice.
And that last one is in Pittsburgh. It's tough to play in Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah, it's very much tough. It's very tough to play in Pittsburgh.
And I think that's going to be
And it's going to come down, I guarantee you,
there you go.
Mark our words here, more than likely, it's going to come down to that game.
It's going to come down to that.
Not only who wins the division, but playoff implications.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that quarterback in Pittsburgh has a QBR that ranks 25th in the NFL. We're talking about Aaron Rodgers.
Nobody's fearing Aaron Rodgers
Nobody fears him.
Nobody's fearing him right now.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Bingo.
Nobody's fearing, like, he's still Aaron Rodgers. Like, I think as a vet defensive player, you know you're facing Aaron Rodgers, and you don't want him to become Aaron Rodgers the day he plays you. If he's struggling, you know, throughout the year. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is a very valid point. But he's still Aaron Rodgers, and you just don't want him to become Aaron Rodgers when you're playing.
What are you seeing from Lamar right now?
I like Lamar. I'll follow up on that. I like Lamar. I picked you guys to win the division. I think they do go on a run. You can tell a big difference, even on defense, from when 8's on the field and when he's not on the field.
Yeah,
those guys play harder when he's on the field. That's why I wanted to ask you.
Absolutely.
When you're on defense and you have a guy like Lamar Jackson on offense, does that just build a little bit more of a fire on the defensive side of the ball, knowing, hey, we can get that guy the ball back and he's going to go win us some games?
Well, not so much in Baltimore, because we very seldom had, like, scoring like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but remember, we were a team built on our defense.
Yeah.
Like, our defense kind of ran. But it's like that in Kansas City. Like, it's like, yo, we need to get him the ball, and he going to light it up, because, you know, when I was with Kansas City, when we was going on that run, it was like we were down every game. We were losing every game, especially in the playoffs. We had to come back in every game, you know. And so it's like that definitely with Mahomes. But at Baltimore, we were a team that kind of was led by the, you know what I mean, by the defense. So, but to see like Lamar with like that, they're winning offensively, strictly offensively right now. Like, it's good, you know what I mean. It's something we're not used to, especially all us defensive players. We just happy that we winning. Like, all right, we're getting back to where we're supposed to be, but. At first, it was rocky. It was just like, ugh. Yeah, but I do think he needs to start running some more, though. I really don't want to run anymore.
That defense had Lamar for the first 4 or 5 games. They gave up a 40 ball.
It was tough, man.
They didn't get up then.
Yeah, so, but now, you know what I mean, we got a favorable schedule. It isn't impossible, you know what I'm saying? So, we'll see.
Although, the last 3 are hard, man.
You
got favorable for about 5 games, right?
That's all. We need when we were 1-5, we was like, we need at least 10 wins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like 7 or 9 or something at that point.
So you come up, you're at Cleveland this Sunday, then you got Jets, Bengals on a Thursday night, on Thanksgiving night. I think Joe might come back.
That's the game he's supposed to come back.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Steelers
in Baltimore.
Okay. So
and then all
if you
of a
look
sudden,
at that 4,
you got it.
That puts us at 8-5.
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying?
then you have to go to the Bengals. So
that's
and
if
Burrow is there,
that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, you probably.
And then you finish New England at home, then at Green Bay, at Pittsburgh. So man,
it gets tough.
Yeah, it gets tough because Green Bay's balling and New England's balling.
It gets tough for Pittsburgh too, though.
I heard they got a
it gets tough for everybody.
I heard they got a tougher schedule.
Okay, so I think I'm hearing from you. You will win the North. The Ravens will win the North.
Yeah.
But you don't have a lot of confidence in them winning a home playoff game.
No, they will. We'll win a home playoff game. It's after that it gets sketchy. It depends on where we got to go. You don't want to go to New England. You don't want to go. Damn sure don't want to go to Buffalo. You don't want to go to Buffalo. Kansas City.
You don't want to go to Kansas City.
No.
I don't know. They've been beat there before.
Well, they have by Burrow. He'd be.
Yeah.
If the AFC fuck up and let the Chiefs get
back
at home, just be at home. They let them pop somebody and get home playoff games. Hey, the AFC
they're in trouble. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
They're in trouble. Yeah. We ain't talking about the Colts.
Okay.
We don't fear any.
Hey, now, are the Colts a force?
I think they're the real deal.
Yeah.
Really?
I think they're the real
We talk
deal.
about that a lot
Thank
on the show.
Yeah, I think they're the real deal. But like I ain't hearing their name like contending. But they got a tough one down the stretch.
No,
Colts,
they've got
they
an
have-
easy schedule.
No, they don't. No, it's
It
the
gets
second
harder.
hard.
First half was easy.
Yeah.
The second
Gets
half,
harder?
we're about to
Let's
learn
look
a
at
lot
it.
more now.
Yeah.
About
We're
the
gonna
Colts.
find out.
But you know what? If
See,
you
the
can
coach
run,
gonna have somebody like Patrick Mahomes come pull up in the dome.
Oh
in
man, you
January.
don't want that.
We just don't
You
like
want
that shit.
You don't want a cold weather team to go play in a nice
Nah, bro.
atmosphere.
I'm telling you,
they're gonna light it. We're gonna light it up.
That's why I don't say the coach.
They're
I'm
gonna
like,
light it up.
Y'all gonna have like Josh Allen or somebody,
Oh
or the
my
Patriots
God.
or somebody pull up to a dome, and I'm like,
you,
bro,
you don't want that.
I don't like that shit, bro.
That favors the cold weather visiting team. Like if you play outside, and like I was just talking about, like we go to play a playoff game in Miami, we finna light it up, offensively and defensively. Like we're going to play a playoff game in Miami. We're going to Miami in January after just leaving 12 degrees and windy. You know what I'm saying? We're going to nice.
you're saying you'd rather go play an away playoff game in Indy or somewhere like that than a home
Definitely.
field cold weather playoff game.
Yeah, if you gonna
Wow.
play like in nice weather,
Yeah.
it definitely benefits the cold weather team.
Let alone a
Every time.
dome. Shit, they set that
dome,
bitch to
you know how
72
fast-
degrees,
yeah.
and we
You know
get it
how
on.
fast that turf is.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna be moving, man. Like
Wait, South
Yeah.
Beach on Saturday night before a game, right? No?
the
No,
playoff
not in
game,
playoff
Little
time.
not in playoff time.
Little
Like, yeah.
Maybe in
Not in
November,
playoff
you know what I'm saying,
time.
October.
November. Yeah,
Yes.
we definitely gonna be at your known spot. You know what I mean?
No spot.
Maybe
You
a
know,
young
spot.
team, Skip.
Huh?
Maybe a young team will go.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
hey,
maybe.
Yeah,
But a
you
real
know,
vet team, like
a real
like
vet team
Pittsburgh,
gonna get it. Yeah,
they're gonna be locked in if they do some shit like that.
yeah.
Okay.
They're not gonna.
So
they're not gonna go out.
if you're correct and you win a home game and then go lose on the road, what does that do for Lamar's playoff legacy? Because it's been
yeah.
kind of under the microscope.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna start. The narrative is gonna be like, yo, can he win the playoffs?
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, oh, they're gonna start saying he's the best regular season quarterback ever. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And you don't want that. So he's definitely going to have, you know, an impressive run. But I will say, like, when they lost like the AFC Championship to Kansas City, that wasn't his fault. You know, even though the quarterback is always gonna get the blame. I felt like the AFC Championship, he was the only one that really showed up. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else was just dropping shit. Like, you know, you gotta win it as a team. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like football is the ultimate team sport.
is.
Well,
You
Zay
know what I'm saying?
fumbled at the goal line,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like,
So-
it's got to do it collectively. Of course, you know he's a quarterback. He don't get the blame, but you got to do it as there's no championship team that like every championship team was a championship team.
Right.
Yeah.
So let
You
me
know
ask
what
you
I'm
this. Let me ask you this. So, them cold ass defenses y'all had, man,
Mm-hmm.
was everybody there in the off season?
No,
No.
I wasn't there.
Okay. Well.
And
there you
then
go.
I got like called out, like, yo, we need all our guys here. You know what I'm saying? The off season. And Baltimore's not the best place to be in the off season.
Right.
Come on now.
the year y'all won it, you won one.
Yeah.
Was you there?
I
that
had to
offseason?
be there. Yeah,
You
'cause I
was
was
there
hurt.
that off season, right?
Yeah. 'Cause I was hurt.
Was the majority of the guys, was all the guys there that off season?
Majority of guys. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
always talk about that.
Do you think that matter when you get out what you put in? If you don't get that dominant ass off season, don't you feel like that's when the bad shit happen? Fumble,
Yeah.
come at opportunity,
Yeah.
opportune time,
Definitely.
the
Like
drop ball,
injuries.
injury.
Yeah.
It's like you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It's like the football
Definitely.
guys. They I feel like they don't let you. They don't crown people who don't crown themselves in
Right.
March, April, May, June, and all that.
But some people have like an extensive like off-season regimen. You know what I'm saying? Like Ray's, you know, he be down there in Florida and they do like crazy stuff. And I know like a lot of guys like train in like New Mexico or Denver because of the high altitude. Yeah, like some people like regimen
that.
is better.
But I get
Yeah.
that though. I'm talking about just the ultimate
The
team
camaraderie.
game. Yeah, that
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah. You need your guys there at like your mini camps and like your all-season program, like at least to like be there some of the time.
Right.
You can't go like you can't leave after the last game and we don't see you again until training camp.
That
You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like, man, all the teams
Like-
I've been on and we've been AFC
If you've
chip,
been jailing, yeah.
bro, it's
Y'all
because
always together.
we had a dog ass off
yeah,
season,
y'all
bro.
was always together. Yeah.
It just mattered to me, and I feel like shit. for that defense, if we got to play Josh and we got to play Pat and we got to play all these scrambling, moving, cold-ass quarterbacks, we need to fucking practice against Lamar.
Yeah.
We need that look, and we needed to be ultra competitive in April, May, June against Lamar, not Josh Johnson. That's my dog.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
But I needed to be Lamar.
So like when we used to play against Vic, you know what I'm saying, to like game plan him, we either make a receiver, beat it like the scout team quarterback and do like scramble Jero, or we made Ed Reed do it. Because Ed Reed like could do everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like you got a point. You definitely got a point, but like some people need different things. You know what I'm saying? Like Ray was very, like he had a very determined regiment. You know what I'm saying? Like off-season regiment.
But I can't imagine Ray not being there when it was.
No, he was there.
Come on now. I know Ray was there.
Yeah, he was there.
All right, before we leave the North, you and I used to go back and forth about Joe Flacco. You called him Cool Joe. I called him Fluco.
See, there you go.
There you go. And yet, here he goes again. He lit up the Steelers in Cincinnati, and he's going to Pittsburgh now. What shot do you give him to light him up at Pittsburgh?
Well, at Pittsburgh, you got to understand, he got two things that he didn't have in Baltimore. One being Jamar Chase. Another one being T. Higgins. Now, when you got like a receiver duel, like that a quarterback likes that. A quarterback likes that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he always got a shot, especially with those guys, man. Like I was just saying, I hate Jamar Chase because he's so good. Like he's like one of those dudes. Like I hate. Like that he's not on my team. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'd hate to play him. You know what I mean? Especially the way the rules are today. Can't put your hands on nobody. He coming across that middle. I can't tattoo him. You know what I'm saying? And he's like one of those guys that like I wouldn't like because he's so good. You know what I mean? Like I think he averaged like 233 yards on us last year. You know what I'm saying? And me as a pass rusher, I'm not getting many sacks. We got a receiver going for 233.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely looking at my corners like, yo, get shit together. Make sure you hydrate. I don't want to see you eating nothing you're not supposed to be eating this week. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to have a picture of him hanging up in your locker. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you eating, sleeping, this dude, this game. You know what I mean? Because this guy's a phenomenal talent. You know what I mean? And so, like, with Joe, with those two pieces, I think he's going to be, as you've been seeing, he's been having 400-yard games, full touchdown. Like,
in his 4 games there, he's got by far the best stats in the league.
He's slinging that thing.
He is.
Pulse, you know what I'm saying? He's slinging it.
But you know what they're doing? He's slinging it, and they losing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a tough sledding on their defense side of the ball, too.
It is.
They got the open door policy. Hey, come on in.
Come on
in.
Come on in.
Just come on in.
Yeah, and that's why I think Pittsburgh have a great day running the ball on their ass.
They got to stay healthy.
They open up a little play. Why got to say Pittsburgh got to stay healthy? Like the other 31 teams don't got to stay healthy.
Yeah, but Pittsburgh hasn't been able to run the ball. They're 30th.
That's what I'm saying. That's my whole point.
Yeah.
They're going against the worst run defense in the league, so they'll be able to run the ball this week. That'll crank them up a little bit, open up that action. And I don't see Flacco. Flacco gonna give you the ball. This a turnover getting defense.
It is.
Flacco gonna give you 2 or 3.
Yeah.
You give them 2 or 3. You give Pittsburgh the ball 2 or 3 extra times. You run the ball against Cincinnati. Pittsburgh will be straight. I like Pittsburgh to score some buckets this week.
I like Cincy. I like Cincy. I like Cincy. Like I said, I'm never gonna count out those 2 receivers, man. Like. They doing some things.
When receivers pull up and do that to you, what they did last time, they not finna let Jamar have 25, 23 targets. No, it's not gonna happen. T. Higgs might have
every other corner didn't try to stop that? They did. They strap it. You can't strap him.
The coordinator let that shit happen. Now, I guarantee you, the coordinator, like, bro, he will not throw Jamar the ball 23 times this week. I'll make sure of that.
Did you see Jamar Chase was the cornerback? He's always strapped. It doesn't matter. He's going to catch that ball.
Nah, it don't work like that.
You can't stop him.
You can make a quarterback throw to the other side, and I guarantee you that's what Pittsburgh will do.
Man, it worked like that earlier this season.
They didn't make him do it though. They didn't make him do it. They put Ramsey on him, and
they put Ramsey, then they put Porter Jr., then they put Slay.
You can stay your ass inside, put that safety right here. You gonna throw it on this side. Make him throw it over there. Pittsburgh didn't do that. I guarantee you they make them throw the ball.
I mean, they did. They had that one play where it was.
And that's one play.
If you have to throw it to
play.
No, but they started doing more of that cloud look, and then they go 2-man, and then it turned into a 0 where they're doubling T and Jamar, and then Josivas hits one down the middle.
That was one time. They ran that double the stars play. One time, got hit in the middle, say, we not doing that shit
Exactly,
anymore.
though. So
all
then-
right. So they're not going to double the stars. They're going to double the star. T, you get 20 targets, and let's see if you beat us doing that. Well,
You don't think T?
Hey, he
But 2
can
weeks
now.
ago,
Well, he may be able to.
He
Can.
can.
I
Yeah,
ain't saying he
he
can't, but I
can.
bet you Jamar don't get 23 targets.
Those are 2 number ones.
Yeah.
Like those are
So
2
1A,
number 1
1B.
receivers.
I bet you Jamar don't get 23 targets on Sunday. I bet you that. I guarantee you Flacco be like, fuck, I can't throw that one, Jamar. I guarantee you he can't.
And they in Cincy, right? Did they beat them in Pittsburgh?
No, they-
No,
Pittsburgh.
they're-
When they beat them, they was in
Cincy.
Yep, they in Pittsburgh. You know
Thursday.
what I'm saying? So,
Hey.
you know, Flacco bound to give him 2 balls.
It was a Thursday night game, right, Skip?
Yeah.
That first one, yeah.
Yeah.
Those Thursday night games are weird, though, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'll say this: I give Flacco a shot, but I don't think it's going to come down to Joe Flacco. I don't think it matters what he does.
I don't think so.
It's
See?
going to come down to that Cincinnati defense.
And,
Oh,
and
God.
we'll see if Trey's going to
Flacco-
play.
That's not good.
Since Flacco's taken over,
That's not good. They
since
gonna get
Flacco's
30
taken
balls.
over those 4 games, they're averaging 32 points per game, and they're 1-3.
Yeah, they've been
Why
losing.
are they 1-3? Because the defense is giving up 36 points per game.
Yeah.
You mentioned the stats. Flacco's 11 touchdowns.
It's unbelievable.
2 interceptions. One of them was a Hail Mary, too. So he's not turning
2
the ball
interceptions,
over
keep
as
that-
much. And
How many fumbles
he's
lost?
thrown for 1,200 yards. I don't know how many fumbles.
All right,
but
yeah, about
but you
3
can't
of
put
them
all
motherfuckers
fumbles.
too.
You can't always put that on
But
him.
like
because that's the offensive
you
line
get beat
struggling.
off, you get beat off the block. Like I hate that. I was talking about
But he
that
got to
all the
hold the
time.
ball, just protect that motherfucker.
But if you get ready to
can't always-
throw it,
yeah.
and guy
Can't
come knock
always
it
see it.
down, like
And they got arguably
Remember, I
one of the
made my
worst
living off
offensive
that.
lines right now in the NFL.
yeah.
So
if my edge don't get a good rush and I got to cover for 4
man.
seconds, guess what, T? That touchdown is still on me.
Yeah.
It's still on me, fam. It's just part of the game. Protect the ball, Flacco.
So you're saying if you get a free rush off the backside and he doesn't see it coming as he's starting to throw, gets hit, sack, fumble, you're putting that on Flacco.
Yeah, it's on. It ain't
No.
on his stat. It goes on Flacco. It's his
does.
forced fumble.
Like, 'cause
It
that's
does.
what they were
That
saying about
that
Lamar.
PFF grade goes on your left tackle.
Yeah, that's what they said.
And it go on
Lamar,
Flacco ass too.
He's not taking care of the ball. Like that's not his fault. Like I'm in my back and I'm getting ready to throw it,
Yeah.
and the defense, like my offensive line is shit, and I'm getting strip sacked. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that should be on the quarterback, even though it always is.
I will
What
say
if,
though,
what if the quarterback he slid this way and they fooled him and came this way? Then he free.
Yeah.
It could be on the quarterback with a
Like that's one
It
thing.
can happen.
Like
It can
like,
happen.
He trying to make a play and he trying to get the ball, and then he gets stripped. That's on the quarterback because that's how Joe. That's how he lost one in the Chicago game.
He did.
Yeah, that
Yes.
one's on him. But I don't think like a quarterback dropping back and totally don't see a guy. You know what I'm saying? And he getting ready to throw it and then he gets stripped. That's not on him. I think that's
Especially
more
But it's
on his
circumstances
offensive
to
line.
that though, because you could have quick game on and don't throw it, and I cut block him. You ain't throw the damn ball. You
Yeah.
holding it. So
Yeah.
it's circumstances to that though. The quarterback could slide this way and be fooled, and they drop out and blitz this way,
Yeah.
and that's your fault.
You gotta
so it's,
give.
so it's
Absolutely.
That's why
circumstances to
it's
that.
the ultimate team game.
Exactly.
It's the ultimate team game. Everybody got to do their job.
okay, so what if you guys, you and Ray, had Lamar instead of Flacco? How many?
See, here
could
we
you
go
want?
with this.
Well,
Like,
I want to know.
I will not.
How
I
many
will
chips
not do
y'all
that.
won?
I don't know. That's not a sizzle question. It's definitely a Ray question. But I love both of our quarterbacks. But you got to understand my allegiance to Joe. It's not anti-Lamar. I was never a champion until
I know.
John Harbaugh and Joe Flacco came
I
in
know.
the building.
That
Yeah.
is
You know what I'm
true.
saying? Never.
Yeah.
I've never been. I didn't win state. I didn't win in college. I didn't become a champion until John Harbaugh and Joe Flacco showed up. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
That's
I'm
good.
always gonna be loyal. Like, I love Lamar. Like, I don't want the media to try to twist it. Like, oh, Sizzle don't like Lamar. I love Lamar.
Oh, we gonna
like,
twist it.
Like,
Yeah,
no, don't
he
twist
loves
it.
Ain't gotta worry
flipping
about
on
that.
I love him.
That's getting
Not-
clipped.
Just because
Hey,
I
look.
love Joe, you know what I'm saying? That was my quarterback when I was like Lamar is changing of the guard. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was his time. It became his team.
It did.
It was like it was no longer a defensive team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ray Lewis and the Ed Reeds and the Hallois and the Sizzles
Yeah.
are gone. You know what I mean? It's Lamar's show now. You know what I'm saying? As rightfully so. All our time, you know, you heard Mufasa say it, our time is ruler, rides and sets like the sun. You know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
it was his time. You know what I
Right.
mean? It was just his time. And like I said, I love Lamar, but you got to understand, Sizzle, like, I never became a champion until Joe went on that run. Like, you got to understand. He knows. They was the favorite that year, not us.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Joe went on that run, and it was just beautiful to see. It was like he didn't make any mistakes.
He did not.
And we beat everybody. We beat the Tom Brady's. We beat the Peyton Mannings.
Yep.
At the time, Andrew Luck.
That's the best way to do it.
We beat Kaepernick. Like, we beat everybody.
Beat them all.
We went and beat everybody. You know what I'm saying? They outplayed them, and it was just a great thing.
And
it was a great end of an era.
I will admire you forever because you never backed off on Flacco.
I'm never going to back off.
Yeah,
I'm never going to back off because, you know, we know as players, it's a lot more going on than what the world actually sees. A lot more happening than just wins and losses. You know what I'm saying? It could be some coordinator with other ambitions trying to get a head coaching job out there calling and doing stupid shit when you don't need to. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, shit happens like that, but championships happen when kind of like the coaching staff, the front office, and the locker room is all on one accord. It's all working. You know what I'm saying?
It's a beautiful thing.
And once you can get that, you know what I'm saying, then you can go on runs and shit like that. But if it don't happen, then you're either going to
All right, let's go another direction. You were a defensive player of the year. You had 139 career sacks. We have gone back and forth about Micah Parsons. I still think he's overpaid and overhyped, but that's just me. Give me your view of Micah.
I love him. I think he's definitely one of the premier defensive players in this league at this time. We can't say he's one of. I don't think you can say, you know, he's overpaid because that's just the market now. Like,
that's what I always say.
Edge rush, like I look at it and I be like, damn. Like, God knew not to give me $40 million a year because we'd be having different conversations.
Maybe.
Like, you know, when your addiction for this start, you know what I'm saying? Like, God knew, like, nah, that's not for you, Sizzle. You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
So that's just where the market is, you know what I mean? But you can't say he's overhyped. He played in Dallas. This is America's team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody watches the Cowboys. You know what I mean? So they're always going to have a big stage on him. He was a great player for in a big market city, you know what I'm saying? So you can't say overhyped. I think I think he's really good, and like his numbers is what they are because of the attention he attracts. So like if Micah Parsons, like no matter what, like you got to break your rules for him. Like we got to slide to him. Like we're not gonna not go that way, even though we know all the blitz is heavy this way. You know what I'm saying? If we go there and leave him one-on-one with a tackle or one-on-one with a tight end, it's not good for your quarterback. That's not winning football.
Okay,
that's not
but
good.
I know your game. You got hands on the quarterback. When you rushed, you made stuff happen in the pocket. You collapsed the pocket and you either knocked him down or you touched him before he threw the football. Micah is more of a pressures guy. It's a lot of high motion, fast motion. It looks good. It passes the eye test, but he's constantly running past the quarterback without touching the quarterback. He doesn't get a lot of quarterback hits. He doesn't get enough sacks. He gets, from this guy, pressure after pressure, whatever those are, pressures.
Well,
right?
Main thing is what we've been saying this whole time. It's a team sport. What is everybody else doing? And most importantly, what is this coordinator drawing up for him? We know he's going to get doubled. We know he's going to get chipped. We know he's going to get slid to. How are we freeing him up? You know what I'm saying? You got to get a little bit creative. You got to steal shit from other teams. You know what I'm saying? And also, the other four guys on the line, y'all need to get y'all ass going too.
Well, they're all pretty good in Green Bay.
I was as successful as a pass rusher because of my personnel. It also helps to have the greatest safety ever behind you covering everything. You know what I'm saying? Like quarterbacks tend to fear Ed Reed and is like, yo, I'm gonna hold this motherfucker a little bit longer. I got to make sure because not only if you throw it, not only can he pick it, he can score with it. Like Ed Reed turned a lot of plays into offense. It turned, like we knew when Ed Reed picked it, it's basically punt return. Go get a block. You know what I'm saying? And he used to yell at me a lot because I used to watch. It was amazing. I wasn't hitting nobody. I was like, look at him go. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, look at that dude. Look at him. And like, no, get him. You know, he'll bring it back to you. You're like, oh, I got to go block somebody. Yeah, like one time, like the camera left, I was on the ground, and the camera came back, I was still on the ground watching him. Like, look at him run. Like, I had the best seat in the house. Like, Ed Reed was phenomenal like that. But I say that to say I had a personnel.
You
man.
did.
I had a great like we all like played off each other. You know what I'm saying? I had Ed Reed. I had Ray Lewis in the middle. So your 3 receiver hook is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's usually a tight end. Whoever number 3 is, they know I'm number 3, and I'm probably gonna get my head knocked off right here.
What percentage of your career were you doubled?
I don't know the actual numbers, but I got doubled significantly. But
like 75, 80% of the time.
Probably. But I had a man child next to me, Haloti. Like you can't single him. Are you kidding me? You gonna single Haloti Nada? Like no way. And I usually had a guy on the other side that was just as dangerous, whether it be a Bayless Thomas, Jared Johnson, Pernell McPhee.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like we've always had
they weren't you, but they were good.
I was about to say, I love the humble. You mean humble? I promise. We played Baltimore on a Thursday night.
When you say Baltimore, you talk about Baltimore defense.
Yeah.
You're not talking about Ray Lewis.
No, I hear you.
You talk about all of us.
But
you know
we played you. I was quarterback at Cleveland, 2016. We played you on a Thursday night, and I promise you that entire week was where the hell is Suggs at every time we go on the football.
So what you think it is when they play Parsons? It's the exact
same thing. It's the same thing. I'm telling you, he like I hate it when the numbers don't tell the whole story. Yeah. They be like, oh, his numbers are down. Well, his offense ain't scoring much, so the other team don't have to throw the ball as much.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? This guy is hurt on the other thing that kind of takes some of the pass rush load. You know what I'm saying? You don't know it. Your corners is also pivotal to your success. If your corners ain't stopping anybody, they can't play man to man, you're not getting much sacks. You know, if you look at like my down years, it was like we had questionable corners. Like our corners really wasn't that good, but everybody else had to cover them up as a whole. You know what I'm saying? We had years like that. It was just like we didn't know who the hell we was gonna have at corner next week. It was like a revolving door. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that happened. Like it's a lot that goes on. And it's not just a guy, his skills are diminished, especially he's young, like Micah, he's not even, was he 25 yet? Probably 25? 26?
Yeah.
Like he's not even 30 yet. He haven't even hit his prime.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He's going to get in that 27 through 29, 30. He's going to get in there, and the kid's probably going to be unblockable. He's going to be unstoppable. He's going to be what Myles Garrett is now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't think he'll ever be
there you
Myles
go,
Garrett.
Skip.
No.
There you go, from all-pro.
Okay, well, just for the record, our guy Gerald McCoy went through the All-22 and told you he only saw Micah get doubled twice.
That was bullshit.
Twice.
That was bullshit.
But then you said you watched it
I
again.
went and watched it. I saw 2 doubles in the first quarter.
Okay.
Like they gonna keep him, especially in where the game is now. Everybody got podcasts and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They know they know he's coming. All right. We don't want this dude talking shit on this podcast about how he destroyed us. You know what I'm saying? Every coordinator is like, all right, boom, we're gonna slide to him.
Okay.
We're gonna chip him. We're gonna double him. They're accounting for him every play.
Okay, just remember I said this. In big games, you always rose and shone. I knew where you were. You leaped off my TV screen when it was time to have impact.
All right.
Micah, the bigger the game, the less impact he'll have.
I would blame his coordinator.
Just watch.
I would blame his coordinator because, like you said, the offensive coordinator knows they got to deal with him. I'm like, yo, where can I move him? How can I do with this player? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a phenomenal player, and you want to get him free. You want to get him as many singles as possible. Overload the other side away from him. Make them have to make a decision. Like I just said, you know what I'm saying? It's like if you sending blitzes away from him, then it's a good chance he's going to be one-on-one, or hopefully he can get it back. I don't know how, but somehow in San Diego, when Sean Merriman was down there, they knew he was coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Somehow their coordinators drew up a blitz or some kind of scheme that left Sean Merriman one-on-one with like a running back. And I'm like, oh, that was brilliant.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you take pride in setting the edge against the run?
Oh, yes. That was confrontation. That was a given stat.
Not this guy.
That was a stat.
Not this guy.
Not this
That was a given stat for me. It was like, oh, you're going to run the ball at me. Bet. Especially if I'm on the weak side, it's just me and a tackle.
Yeah.
Oh, this is lovely. Like you just basically, you got me a highlight. All my exes is gonna see it. They're gonna be like, damn, why did I break up with him? You know what I'm saying?
Bingo.
Definitely. It's
So,
definitely.
so they say Parsons don't set edges, he's soft.
Okay, Jerry just said publicly the night he traded it.
That's
He told
Jerry.
the media.
That's
we
Jerry.
trade-
And that's to
okay.
justify.
And Jerry,
That's Jerry.
and Jerry
He's got
They
also,
haven't won
Play
since
the run.
'95.
when
He's
he
not
had
the best.
when he had Parsons, his team was up there in sacks. His team was up there in
Absolutely.
turnovers. They're not right now
Absolutely.
without
They wasn't
Parsons.
losing playoff games because of Michael Parsons. Let's just say that.
They wasn't.
They wasn't losing playoff games
At,
because of
at
Michael Parsons.
home, they were down 27-0 to Green Bay in a playoff game,
That
and
sound
he
like
played
corners.
every snap.
That sounds like corners.
Okay.
They're like, it's not just him out there. You know what I'm saying? That
They
sounds like
put
corners.
everything on
They
Parsons.
also.
They-
No,
Yeah,
you can't put it
exactly.
on Parsons.
He's
No.
I hate
They
Parsons.
put everything on Parsons, bro.
Didn't Dak throw a pick on his own 13 and then have a pick 6 too a couple series later?
Yeah, he
No,
did.
that's San Francisco, I think. You're
Oh,
thinking
okay.
of.
Oh.
All right, well, let me ask
Yeah,
you this.
bro.
This is another question. This is a Gerald question. When you setting the edge,
Oh,
are
God.
your hands on the outside of these
Oh,
shoulders?
God.
Fuck
You
no!
got-
I told this
You,
motherfucker
if you
don't know
get
what he's talking-
outside,
Get your ass.
man, them tackles, they
to
finna throw
Monday.
you out the club.
Hey, wait till Monday,
like
bro.
you 16, man. Hell no, you don't want
Hey.
to have your arms out here.
Nah.
No, you gonna get your
Where
ass.
they gonna be?
No, you gonna be inside.
Man, what I say,
You gonna be inside.
Skip,
You
what
gotta
I
be
say
able
right
to
here and
control.
say.
You said it.
I
You gonna
told
be
you it's gonna be in
inside.
his
Like,
chest.
no, it ain't no outside
It's gonna be
there.
in his chest.
They go.
Stutter.
Offensive linemen would love that. That's a
Come on,
pancake.
man.
They gonna be
Please.
highlighting him in the team meeting. Look, this is how you do it. This is the guy right here. They gonna highlight him up. No, you don't want your arms up there.
Uh-oh. Gerald,
You wanna be
Gerald's
low?
going to get suspended for a game.
You
Terrell
follow me?
came on the couch, and I think he settled two debates. We had a
Yep.
big fight last
Yep.
week with Aqib
About-
and Gerald. They were
Yep.
screaming at each other.
About what?
Gerald said-
hand
hands on the
placement.
outside.
Jared was
Inside
talking
or
about
outside?
Parsons' technique during the game. Then he said he had his hands inside. He
That's what
supposed to
he
put them
supposed to be.
outside so you could drive. I'm like, bruh.
And you know, Gerald, you know, he in there, he three techniques.
Exactly.
Like no.
He's trying to. His edge is different, right?
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I'm telling
different,
you,
man.
bro.
Yeah, you can't be doing that. They go like a tight end to kick your ass. You got your arms out here.
Hey man, I
You know
tried
what
to tell
I'm
him,
saying?
but I'm leave. I don't know nothing though.
They-
You feel me? I don't know. I
That
just
is
know
what
cover
he
1
said.
Tell
through
him
5.
you only a Super Bowl
Hey,
man. You know what I mean?
I just know cover 1 through 5, bro. That's
Hey.
all I know. You feel me?
All right,
Man.
Suggs coming on the couch and really confirming a lot of things
Yeah,
for us,
I'm gonna
okay?
get it down for you.
We appreciate you, but I do want to move on because a lot of people have been talking, and there's a lot of question marks right now on who could be the Giants' head coach, okay? And one name that's kind of connected to the job is Aqib's ex-coach, which is Bill Belichick.
Oh.
And let's not forget, this man won 2 Super Bowls with the Giants as their
Yeah,
defensive
and the
coordinator.
Parcells.
So, Aqib, should the Giants offer the head coaching job to Bill?
Ooh, my dog Bill. I love Bill, and I do think they need a hard-nosed ass coach like Bill, but no, I don't think Bill
I
is
didn't like
man
it.
for the job. Because Bill is a defensive guy. He's a defensive-minded guy.
Yeah.
Now, you get a defensive guy like Bill in there, they get to going, they start serving, Jackson Dart going ham. Next thing you know, Jackson Dart, offensive coordinator, is gone. He a head coach next year. So you don't want to be in no situation like that. You want to be in a situation where the head coach and Jackson Dart is locked in.
Yeah.
With a young talent like that, you want to lock him in. You got to cater to him. You know what I'm saying? You want an offensive-minded head coach.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who's gonna be there for the long run. Just in case we get this shit rolling, I don't gotta worry about you leaving. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think Gruden, if Gruden is a great name. If you don't go Gruden, shit, I go a guy like Clint Kubiak.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You look at Kubiak, he fucking balling. When he was with Kurt, he had Kurt throwing 30 touchdowns, 5 picks.
That's Kubiak's son, right? Gary
Yeah,
Kubiak.
that's Lil Clint. That's the young boy. He
Where
know
he
about
at now?
He grew up in the zone run scheme.
Yeah.
He's Seattle O coordinator right now, going crazy. Look at Seattle offense. You know what I'm saying? So I love Clint.
I loved his dad. So if
I'm
he
telling you,
got anything of what his
It's in
dad
his
had.
blood. I go Gruden. I get Gruden a call. I'll give Clint a call, and hopefully one of them guys want the job.
Yeah.
Bill, I think you just need an offensive-minded guy, and just for Jackson Dart.
Okay.
Yeah,
What do you
that's
think?
smart. I think that,
Yeah.
like, I didn't look at it like that in depth, but that makes brilliant sense, and especially like he's throughout the Kubiak, and especially get Scatterbull back, you know, from
Yeah.
Boston Hart University. You know what I'm saying? So when they get him back, if they out there and they running them zones, I think he'll eat that up. So you remember how
And they
successful
were-
Arian Foster was?
Hell yeah.
Oh
Everybody.
my God.
You can go down the line.
my
shit.
God,
Everybody
like,
who run that damn
That Gary Kubiak, boy, and that scheme, it's a nightmare. And they rolling, they had them 2 tights,
Yeah.
over receiving tight ends, man. That was a dangerous scheme to have.
Thank-
I agree with everything you said. I like Coach Belichick, I was there with him for 1 year. You know him better than I do, but the way that organization was ran under Bill Belichick was second to none.
Right.
But the reason I don't like it is because he's 73 years old. By the time next season starts, he'll be 74, and you don't know how many years you're going to get out of him. Say you get 3 to 4 years. Say they bring him in and say, hey, Bill, change the culture, get us to a great place, turn it around, build a winning culture, and then make it a great place for a head coach to come into in a couple years from now. That's one of the arguments, is if they want to do that. Because, well, if you bring in Bill Belichick and he coaches 3 or 4 years, by that time he's going to be 78. You don't know how much longer he's going to coach. And if he gets,
wait a second. Jordan Hudson thinks he can go forever.
well, that's,
Am I right?
that's a different story there.
Rose Park.
That's a different story.
If your man need a little extra love in the bedroom,
Hey, but so let's say he gets to 78 or 79 even. Say they give him 5 years. The problem with that is Jackson Dart is going to be going into year 5 or year 6. That is the prime of your quarterback, and you're telling me that at the prime of your quarterback, you're going to have to completely change the coach again and start all over from fresh? That is the worst thing that the Giants can do, because they have a really, really good young core. They do, with Dart and Scattaboo, and they have Neighbors, and I like Theo Johnson, the tight end, and they got Andrew Thomas at left tackle. On defense, you got Burns and Thibodeau and Carter. They have a roster that could really, in my opinion, do some damage in the next couple of years. If you get a head coach that's only for the short term, like Belichick would be, and then you make a change 4 or 5 years down the line and completely take away your front or your coaching staff while your quarterback's going into their prime, I think that's the worst decision they can make. That would also be Dart's 3rd head coach in 6 years.
Yeah.
Who else did that? Daniel Jones had 3 head coaches in his 6 years when he was with the Giants. I don't like that recipe. Love Belichick. I'm with you. I'm glad you said Clint Kubiak, because that's someone that I wrote down too. John Gruden for me is probably number 1, but Clint Kubiak's a name to keep an eye on. I really like that. I've heard Mike McCarthy as well as a name that's coming up, but I just love Belichick. I just think it would be a bad decision.
Clint Kubiak was the pass game coordinator for San Fran. Where was that? In the chip.
All right.
You feel me?
Look,
there.
I know you love Bill Belichick. I know you respected and feared Bill Belichick, and you got to know him, right?
I respected.
No fear.
No fear.
right.
The person I feel it was probably Willie Roof.
All right. There you go.
Jones. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. The truth is, Bill Belichick, as a head coach, keeps getting exposed. Great defensive mind, great defensive coordinator, if that's what you want. And it worked in New York because it was dynastic with Parcells. But if you look at his record without Tom Brady, because he was a product of Brady, if you boil it all down, he went 41-57 without Tom Brady. So that's way under 500. And then once Brady left, he went 29-38 over 4 years in New England. They made it to one playoff game, and it was at Buffalo, and they got run off the field 47-17 at Buffalo and never made Josh Allen punt one time. That's Bill Belichick. Look at what's happening at Carolina. They're 4-5 in a bad league. The ACC is really down this year. And they also caught a break because they got a weak ACC schedule. They didn't have to play Miami or Georgia Tech or Pitt or SMU or Louisville this year. And they're 4-5 on the way, it looks to me like, to 4-8. Well, that's the great Bill Belichick. I mean, how could you justify that? And I know you love him and stay in touch with him, but great defensive mind, but not the commander of a franchise or a college program, because this is not good. I'm afraid he's going to get run out of Carolina, let alone you wouldn't want to hire him in New York.
Skip. He got a brand new team. It's all new guys there.
Yeah.
Skip. So if he get up to 6 wins, get him to a bowl game, that ain't solid for his first year there.
6 wins, wow. Not for $10 million a year?
I mean, he got to start somewhere, though, right, Skip?
Yeah.
He supposed to come in for because they paid him $10 million. He supposed to win a chip.
How many games they win last year?
Mac Brown was there, but
not a lot.
Not a lot, but
they probably passed that mark already.
I know, but they committed a bunch of NIL funds to let him.
They on a 2-game win streak right now,
and that takes time. The NIL funds, the collective, all of that.
All that
to
shit
getting
take time.
Donors to try to create a fund to get guys to want to buy in.
Get a quarterback there where you can get some
time.
receivers and a tackle there. You got to build it, man. You got to get your guys. It's not going to happen overnight. I feel like if he get the 6 wins, them boys go play in the bowl game somewhere. Next year, that'll be 8. by his third year, them boys will be in the playoffs.
Okay, I don't think they're going to get to 6 because they're at Wake and then they got Duke and they're at North Carolina State. I think they're going to lose all 3 of them.
All right, so if he win 2 of them, then it's a damn good wins, right?
Okay.
All right,
All right.
bet. We'll revisit this.
Okay, do you want to bet a dinner on them going to a bowl game or?
I do. Let's do it.
My dinner list is getting
Man,
long
let's
over
bet
here,
a dinner.
boys.
Let's bet a dinner on that shit
Okay.
too.
All right.
They
Put it
so they
down.
just got to get the 6 wins. Win 2 out of the last 3.
Okay.
Bet it's locked in.
Deal.
I want to see it. I'm gonna just watch how it pan out. Just watch how it
Okay,
pan
another
out.
dinner to my notes. Before we close out, though, I do want to show some love to you, Terrell, because you're a finalist and eligible for the Hall of Fame class of
Hey.
2026. How big of an honor would that be for you?
It'd be dope, man, to get my nod, and then I can, really be spoken in the same breath as the great Ray and Ed and J.O. So, and Ozzie Newsome.
Ooh.
He should be the first 2-time Hall of Famer because
Yep,
he should get
agreed.
he got one as a tight end. He definitely need one as a GM.
For sure.
Because all the guys I just named, he drafted them.
You did.
So he got an eye. He got an eye. He can't miss, man. Ozzie can't miss. Shout out to Ozzie, but I hope I get the knock, man. I hope I get it. So
You will.
we'll see.
You should.
belong.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see it. They was like, where I was at on like the all-time sack list. Everybody ahead of me is already in.
Yeah.
And like 3 or 4 guys that's behind me are already in. So I guess that's a good omen. That's
Yeah.
that's good odds. That's
Yep.
good odds. So we just
Nah,
we gotta wait and
getting in
see.
that thing.
We just gotta wait and see.
Well, we love your energy. We appreciate you coming on so
Thank
much.
you.
This was
Love
so
it.
much fun. The day flew
Whenever y'all
by.
have,
Thank you so
whenever y'all
much.
want to have me back, I'll fly right on out to LA. I'll fly right on back.
Yeah,
Straight up.
you're welcome anytime, so you let us know. But thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy your weekend. We've got a crazy weekend of football on Sunday, so we will be back on the couch on Monday. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, and we will see you back on Monday. Thank you so much.
Yeah.